too comfortable up there, and it feels like they have reached their peak. You know, it's like kind of like a slump for Onic. Is it truly the case, or are the teams in MPL Indonesia just getting stronger and stronger and just even better? So as Onic currently struggling as well with that 3-3 record.
Again, a lot
of a 4-win streak. Will Onic be able to stop it now?
Not too sure about that, right? Knowing Bigetron Alpha, the way that they've been playing, the way that they've been...
Okay lang ba yung experience nyo dyan, boss? Live tayo sa FB, sa YouTube. Okay lang ba? We good, we good. Pinalitan ko yung internet eh. Bago to, marami akong ganito. Marami akong ganito, Paps. Marami tayong white polo. Kailangan mo yan. Tatlo ganito.
They are up for a challenge.
Let's go white polo natin. Eto na! Shoutout nga pala sa KFC, not sponsored by the way.
It is Onic!
The Sky Kings.
Tamang hotshots lang. Share nyo nga yung stream natin mga lods. Live tayo sa FB, sa YouTube.
I feel like you want to take the stage.
Hindi lang tayo live sa TikTok. Di na kasi kaya ng ano ko eh. Easy. Subscribe din pag may time.
Sure, he did have a rocky start yesterday. It was not but I feel like when given the chance, he could really develop into something that is
zoom out yan. Good evening.
Like Gogun and Hazel.
Silem.
Good
evening.
Some time to adapt to the team. That's what we saw from
Mahina audio ko.
Legendary players now, but back in the day,
also
players who joined in, replaced a legend in the lineup, and then got
para makinig tayo sa kanila eh, no?
Had to go through that rough patch to become even better, and maybe for Lutpi,
ayan na.
that's the way. But certainly with the coaching
si
staff
here,
strategizing behind, they'll certainly have an easier road to walk.
Makain pala tayo.
Highlight the role of the coaches, Race Boy, Keskute,
Nabati ko si Irene Sosa.
There has been a change where Coach Jeb finally takes the helm of the
sino champion ngayon season?
Meanwhile for Keskute, he's known
sa
for
PH ang malakas
the things
AP
he do.
Brin eh.
And he does.
natin
and the drafting
kung kaya
phase.
nila.
But we can also talk about the rivalry that is brewing slowly at Super Ken versus Kyrie. You know,
Bonklings, ayos ba yan? Osmo Pocket 3 yan, oh.
Talked about
sumusunod
it
yan
in that
sa galaw.
podcast with Wolf, in which he said Super Ken matches me. But season 13,
sure,
it's a rod season.
kanina natalo yung ano.
Super Ken will be taking that personally, and he's
Geek
like,
pa?
you know, I want to prove you all wrong. I want to prove you that I could be one of the greatest junglers in Indonesia as well.
We said that, well, we did see that in the interview.
Shout out D-Jun, shout out Brian.
With Mr. Wolf. I won't say his full
sa mga
name.
nanonood sa atin sa...
Let's take a look at the team heads ahead here because for BTR,
nanonood sa atin sa YouTube, nanonood sa atin sa FB.
Standings, it looks
share
so
nyo naman live. Sinong bias natin dito, boss? Wala tayong bias dito, react lang to eh. React lang tayo.
Take a look at that. Onic still holding a better stat there. Bigetron Alpha, despite
shaken and bacon.
At the top, they take a lot
shaken
of
and bacon
risks
ba
as well
si
when it comes down to
Yawi?
these neutral objective takes.
Humina kay Rilo, di pili ko di naman.
To fight it as well. Losing
marami na lumakas
and giving their opponents a bit more of a leeway to come back as well. But this high risk, high reward.
Shoutout sa Osmo Pocket 3, laban tayo dyan.
Oh,
mga galaw yan, oh.
Onic that is struggling somewhat. We'll have to see the keys to victory presented by Samsung Galaxy as to how they beat the red robots. Executing key before the team fight is the key. When you give El Momento key,
second na yung ano, number 1 Bigetron.
He will create that moment. There's a lot
etong
of
Onic, pag natalo sila dito ng series, bababa sila kasi magiging 0 yung points nila. Ano kasi ito eh, lose minus win sila eh. Parang kapag nag-e-exam ka, ano, parang correct minus wrong. Ito parang win minus lose.
For you guys to force a desperate engage from key, that's all good. Shaliman's movement from the
4 digits lang tayo, Swiss. Grabe ka naman. Feeling ko share nyo yung stream eh, maiba lang eh.
Which is a bit tough to do. I would say
may pinapatunayan sila Yawi. Magandang punto, magandang punto. Feeling ko di naman sinayang. Nag-champion eh. Pero para siguro siyang ano, si Kyrie Irving nung, diba si Kyrie nung nag-Cubs, kampi niya si Lebron, tapos lumipat siya ng Boston, parang ganun siguro yun. Like, gusto niya patunayan sarili niya. Chikahan muna tayo wala pa naman drop eh. Chikahin niyo muna ako, ano bang balita? Right minus wrong. Thank you sa live.
it seems like he hasn't found the
Oo,
jam.
maganda,
Hasn't
maganda.
rubbed out,
Maganda
hasn't
lipat ni Yawi,
stripped out the
mahusay,
jitters
mahusay.
yet on stage, and he has to
Balik kaliwan sa Bacolod.
depend on the shot.
Makadto ko
He can't
da.
think for himself.
Next
Yes.
time.
We'll see if Philippi has improved in that
Hindi
department.
ko pa
But yes,
natitikman
if he
yung ano
continues to
eh.
play this
Kasi
way,
sa
Lord Jam
Iloilo,
can certainly
sa
punish him. Lord Jam
Iloilo,
is one of the
meron
few
yung
winners in
the
Indonesia.
original
He's very
batchoy.
independent in the way that he thinks, in the way that he initiates as well. He
Gusto ko
makes
naman
his own
matikman yung the
decision
original
after the shot
batchoy
clock.
ng Bacolod.
Winning the mid lane, zoning setup against Sans from Moreno.
Sumusunod ba
is
camera mo?
crucial.
Sumusunod yan, Maro!
Bigetron Alpha's victories. They win through
Sumusunod
that
yan.
mid-control, then translating the mid-control over to these neutral objective takes into a big lead and
Ano
then
to, ano
snowballing
to?
from there. But here,
Grabe
Onic
no, Nadine
loss
lose streak.
continues.
Kilala niyo ba si Nadine lose streak?
Or the lose streak rather does
Si Nadine,
continue.
Nadine
They
lose
are
streak
looking
sila
to
eh.
end this lose streak. This is the first time, or rather, this is one of the times where it looks difficult and kind of like struggling for Onic as well.
Si
Having to
Albert
face
carry
that
talaga
three
yung dati,
times
gold talaga yung
lose
dati.
streak. The longest lose streak for Onic actually occurred in season 4 where they had a 4-time lose streak, but it's
Pero ito yan guys ha, isipin nyo ha.
It has been a long season.
Yung Onic, ang tagal
rather
nilang on
than- but now
top.
it feels
Ang
like
tagal nilang
history
nasa
is
top
repeating
of the
itself, and
mountain.
if Onic does lose here.
Kaya
That's
big news
season
na
4
may lose streak sila,
ordeal
gets?
can be
Ganun,
repeated.
ganun talaga.
And what's crazy
Sa mundo
is
ng
season
sports
6
at sa mundo ng
was the last
esports,
time that Onic felt
kapag
this.
matagal kang on top, ang pinakamahirap na
Yeah, right.
bagay ay
So
ang
that was
consistency.
like a, wow,
How will you
yeah.
be on
5
top ng
years
sobrang
ago. That's
tagal?
crazy stat.
'Di ba?
It truly is a
Sabi
crazy
nga sa
stat.
ano
But
eh,
there
sabi
is
nga
another
sa
pattern here
Hamilton,
for Onic, right?
winning is
Season
easy,
3,
son.
before that
Governing
season
is
4 loss
harder.
streak,
O, di ba? Ayos ba
season
yun?
3, they were on top of the world.
Kung alam niyo yun.
Win streak. Does that remind you of anything?
Pero pili ko hindi nyo alam, so
Pretty
i-explain ko
similar
na.
here, the way that they
Bilang lang yung nakakalam.
But
Ito
we'll
na,
see if
drop
they
na,
can
oh.
change that pattern in
Yan
this
na.
match.
Drafting face is in your very eyes, presented by
Ayan
the
na, welcome to the
smartphone,
Christian
Samsung
world, yeah!
Galaxy. 2 bans already.
Cody
being
Rhodes
thrown
tayo
by
dyan, par!
Bigetron, Minotaur,
Pero sobrang panahon ni Darak.
and Yeb.
Pinanood ko lahat ng mga promos ni Darak nung ano eh, nung luma. Simula nung bumalik siya eh. Aliw na aliw ako eh.
Super Ken is still super adaptable.
Shoutout from Bacolod.
super,
Yo, please share our stream, guys.
versatile in terms of the jungler department. He could always
Bawal
play
i-watch party MPLP.
those
Pwede.
tanks. He could also bring out his trump card.
O, watch
which is the
party tayo
Fanny.
dyan pag wala tayo
It would be
broadcast.
very nice to see him use that, especially in front of Kyrie himself.
Fredrin and Barras.
Ito. Anong pick? Hulaan nyo yung drop, guys.
BTR, it's a bit more dynamic.
Hulaan
But
nyo.
remember, they are leaving a whole lot of heroes
Prediction mo
open.
sa
There's
Echo
no
AP, Bren.
joy.
Abangan nyo.
This might be the strategy for Onic,
Nag-predict
trying to
ako,
confuse
panoorin nyo
Bigetron
yung
Alpha, overload
prediction
them with
battle
great
ni
picks. As
Benny
first
Cutie
pick,
tsaka ni Sanford.
to
Sinabi
make
ko
them
doon yung prediction
really
ko. Check nyo sa YouTube channel ni
what
Manjean
they want to
Palas.
pick up. Fanny ban. So, Nolan and Joy still up for grabs. Heck, even Angela.
Baka hindi kasi na-register ni Wolf yun.
Right? This both teams. And
Hindi niya kasi na-register. May registration
okay,
kasi.
they're really opening things up here.
May registration.
Fan saying, you know what? There's a lot
Baka
of
kaya
things that
nawala.
the ball is in your court, and there you go. Nolan will be the pick. Now, Onic, they have Arlet, they have in Paquito, which I feel like can be the
Kasi
hero that
nire-register
can be
eh. May
prioritized by Onic.
registration form.
Endless possibilities
Come
in
on.
this match.
Feeling mo ba
Angela
magre-referee si
Joy.
CM Punk?
Angela
Feeling ko hindi
Joy.
eh.
I mean, Kyrie is
In-announce
always
na yung
comfortable
commentator
in
eh. Pero
the
pwede
Joy
pa rin
as
kasi
well.
baka gusto ng mga tao, no?
But, you know, the Nolan has been picked up by Super Ken.
Okay. Be good, be good.
Made by him saying that, you know,
Ubos ang ating food trip.
Looks like they're hovering over Phobius or Masha even.
Nolan.
Very
Ay,
interesting.
Nolan ba yan?
Onic. But
Nathan,
yes,
magkarain
the obvious
kasi.
one would be the Angela Joy combo. The CC Angela
Nathan,
would be
Arlot.
another option to
Arlot
go
mo
for
na.
as well. But they go for the
Naya ka
same
pa eh.
choice
Yan.
here with the Arlet. So maybe they pick up the Angela with the Arlet. It looks like they're going for Valentina too. So
Kari! Wala ba
Angela Joy
Kari?
is falling in this meta from the high peaks of always 100% pick and
Ay.
ban to now.
Nathan
Never
ano?
seeing it
Nathan
again.
Nolan.
it's always
Nolan na to.
case of,
Tas
you know,
Nathan.
comfortability, of
Ni
course.
Eman,
Flex
it rhymes.
as well could be the key.
Feeling ko lang
With
ha.
that Arlet and the cards.
What you
of
think?
Onic.
What you think? Hulaan nyo.
Wow. You know, so far, it's only a minute.
Shoutout from Guimaras, napakasarap ng mangga dyan.
Towards Bigetron, specifically.
Shoutouts from Guimaras. Isang beses pala ako nakapunta dyan ng bata ko, pero sobrang sarap ng mangga dyan.
A plethora of choices.
Mangga
for teams
capital ba ng
to carry this
Pilipinas,
game,
eh?
especially in those team fights and engagements.
I think Paquito
RG
would
na
be
to,
a
no?
great addition here last time around, but no, They're going to go for the Turismo.
Shoutout sa camera ko, ayos ba yun, guys? Ayan, sumusunod yan.
They need to make sure that they can manage the far lane with
Osmo.
Turismo. Is that a good
Osmo cam, Osmo pocket.
Okay, there you go.
DJI 3.
Okay, the joy is up there for Kyrie.
Ay,
We just need the Angela, but Bigetron could
Favorite
possibly
ni Eman
ban
yan,
this in the
Bruno.
second
Yes.
phase.
I think they
Alam
have
nyo
to
ba,
ban
guys,
the
si
Angela in the
Eman
second
ay
phase, giving the
dating
Angela over to a
football
competition
player.
with Joe. I think they were
Bago siya
expecting
nag-ML player, football
Bigetron
player
Alpha
yan.
to be the ones to pick up the Angela because they have a Valentina. It could be
Kailan parusa
using
ni
it
Kyle
on the
T si
Joy
Ate
as well with
Ogwen?
the IMU, but
Sa week
can we
3,
just
gagawin natin
let
yan,
a sigh
ang
of relief
parusa.
go, man, because ladies and gentlemen, for the first time in a long time, in forever,
Ano yan?
the two assassin players will be getting assassins
Yes.
in
Ah,
MPLID.
sige.
It's Super Ken Nolan
Na-hype
versus
sila.
Kyrie on the Joy.
A comment from Kyrie though, Super Ken's performance is really good now. That's why his team is currently top 1. It is going to be the showdown
Parang assassin is
of
back
the
kasi,
junglers.
no?
Assassins against assassins finally. After, you know, probably 3
Osmo
weeks
DJI 3, guys.
of
Itag
having
nyo
to
naman yung
wait.
Osmo DJI 3 dito
are here
sa
to see
stream
and
natin.
witness
Lago tayo
an
dyan.
assassin going up against an assassin. And it's Super Ken against Kyrie, no less. So, that
Anong
would
Black
be
Horse mo
a
ngayong
feat
season
in
sa
our very eyes.
ID?
Definitely. And
Hirap
definitely
magsabi pagtapos week
expected
4.
Angela
Week 4
ban
to, di ba?
from the side of Bigetron,
Pagtapos
which
nito.
They will commit to, and Paramis ban. Interesting.
Feeling ko Onic
Considering
eh.
that they already have the
May hulong pa rin to eh.
Thought that they would love to have a Paramis on the opposing side just to steal.
Oy, si Kabatang, nandito si Kabatang, oh. Si ano, si Inspi. Shoutout sa'yo, Inspi.
BTR, will they ban and commit another hero for Keyboy?
That
Rock, maybe.
Ayan na, kumakanta na sina
Yet to either
yung mga fanboys, fangirls. Pa-shoutout ko yung Manjean from Takurong City, Sultan Kudarat.
But if this does
City
go
of Ticalons,
to that
talaga
XP
ba?
lane, will Lutpi be able to, you know, possibly be comfortable in playing those playmaking XP laners? Because
Ganda ng
we
jacket
have seen him in the
ng
Benedetta as
BTR,
well.
no?
Not
Kaso
too
lang ang
comfortable
dami
in
ng
that
ganyan
department
kasi.
as well.
Kaya parang mas na
They could definitely go and flex
mas
this
maganda
Onic
tignan
into
ngayon
the
yung
XP.
mga
That's why
medyo
it's a great
kakaiba yung
flex pick
design.
still that
Isa
Onic
Onic,
can
gandang-ganda
use.
ako eh. Yung
BTR
jacket
wanna
nila
try
ngayon.
to hero down. Yes,
Laban
the
tayo
roll
dyan,
could still be
Onic. Tingnan nyo
possible
yung jacket
if
ng
they are
Onic.
swinging out
Napakaganda.
an Arlet
Ayos ba yun?
in the XP instead of the row position, but I think the safer choice would just to be limit the gold lane. You already have
Ano na
Bruno,
ba mga-
you
Uy,
wanna
wow,
get
nagban
this
sila ng
winning
Odette.
lane going.
O baka
Maybe
magkakari
banning
sila.
out a passive hero, or actually a hero like the Claude.
Chewe,
can work
o
out.
kaya
Can
Claude.
carry, immobile,
Ban
right?
Claude.
Claude can actually
Ay,
jump
hindi.
around, give Nolan a bit of trouble, and
Sige,
even give
Claude carry,
Bruno
pwede na
a bit
yan.
of trouble in the lane. But they go for the Grok, so yes, more respect towards Keyboy. They're sniffing out. an
BTR,
Arlet
ayusin
XP
nyo lang,
flex.
kaya nyo yan eh.
But still
Press
up to
1
first
kung
seed,
Onic ka.
W.
Press
Of
2
course,
kung
that
BTR
is
ka.
this comfortable
Kasi
place as
maganda
well.
laban.
But it is going to
Napanood
be
ko na
Matilda
to.
in the hands of Keyboy. This is going to be one spicy matchup, and Keyboy
Eko pa din best
getting his hands
jacket.
on his one-
Ngayon
one
no,
of his
ganda
heroes
na ngayon
here
eh.
at MPL.
Ganda yung jacket ng
And
Eko
it
eh.
serves as a deny pick as well, right? I mean, he can definitely rock the
Anong jacket pa ba
Matilda
nagandahan ako?
Matilda
Tsaka
Bruno
na? Tsaka
combo with the
natin alam
Matilda
yun.
and Nolan in your composition.
Grabe, ang
That's a
daming
very
BTR, oh.
fast hero as well, so that's
Ang
a
dami niya
good
naman BTR.
deny pick, which also
Grabe,
serves to
ibig sabihin.
supplement the joy with the Matilda.
Ibig sabihin,
Very,
maraming
very fast
onti
combo
na lang
here.
ang pansa
Very fast
Onic.
rotations. Expect a lot of fast rotations from side of Onic.
They will be outpacing
Hindi, tagal kasi
Bigetron,
ng-
that's
tagal
for
na rin
sure.
kasi ng Onic
But it all
naging
comes down to
champion,
how
di ba?
Bigetron wants to respond to that rotation.
Ang problem kasi
coming
pag
in.
champion ka,
And
tapos
the
sobrang tagal mong
contestations
naging
will be quick.
champion.
Oh, Hilda and
Hindi ka na
Bavaria.
underdog nun.
Nightmares. Kyrie against the Hilda.
The Joy.
Kari na to!
Season 12 and even
Kari Claude,
remember
Kari
M4
Claude!
group stage against Toda,
Chewe!
the Hilda that destroyed them in the group stages.
Ah.
Now for Onic, last pick, it should
Ganun
be
talaga yun.
a
Pag
gold
hindi
laner.
ka, pag
Claude,
matagal kang
Harry,
champion
those
sa
two
mundo
coming
ng
in instantly
sports,
for CW.
kumbaga
Nolan
ikaw na
found
yung
the
nagiging
light of the weak
villain.
side.
Nagiging final boss ka eh. So
Possible
parang
though,
ganun yung
if they
nangyari
go
sa
for
Onic sa
something a bit
MPLID.
crazy,
Kayo ba
something
naman,
moody for CW.
3 times
Something
kayong
never
champion na
you
sunod-sunod,
rarely
diba?
see. Usually just sticks
Diba?
on the Claude and carry, but if they want
So
to
hindi
utilize
malabo,
this kind of
marami
pressure,
talagang
this
tao
fast
nakakampi
rotation, fast rotation at the start,
against
that would work. They go
Onic.
for Roger instead.
Roger Gold! Kakat-status
The
lang
pick
natin
has been
kagabi!
rising.
Nakita
As
kasi natin
Styler
to
says,
na marami
Raul.
kay Puego eh!
You know that?
Hindi, kay ano, kay Coach MTV ko nakita,
Wow,
nag-Roger
wow.
Gold siya, panoorin nyo
Of
yun.
course, interesting picks from
Lakas sa
two
level 1, ang
different
dami mong
teams.
skill eh. Pang,
And
pang.
Rogers, of
Nakikipagbanatan
course,
ka eh.
Rising in popularity, that could be the key card
Roger Tol.
For CW, but it is down
Meta
to
ngayon
how
yan, yung
the teams
Roger
were
na
playing.
yan.
And this
Legit
is
yan, meta
going
yan,
to be the
meta.
draft index for both Bigetron and Onic.
Lakas kasi sa level 1 eh.
For the draft index, it actually favors Bigetron Alpha, but what we've seen today, the pattern for the draft index is
Pero
whoever wins
sa
the draft
laning,
index
no?
usually
Nangyari
loses the
na eh.
game. It'll come down to the
Shoutout
execution,
sa
though,
ating
for both
1
these
million.
teams. We know how good
Teka lang.
both can be.
Nasaan na yung
The
ano
build-up
natin,
is
Bill?
enjoyable
Shoutout sa
as
ating
well,
1 million
but
viewers!
Matilda there to give sustained mobility and much more with the engage and disengage potential. We've got a match.
Shows the skies.
Napanood mo ba Roger ni Innocent? Hindi ko nga napanood, pero 19-0 daw eh.
Beaten to a pulp by the Red
Okay guys,
Robots.
i-comment nyo kung
It is
okay lang yung audio
a match
nung video.
to see.
Tapos kung
Bigetron
okay lang yung
Alpha
audio natin. Tapos
against
ilitan ko to
Onic
kasi
Esports.
para makita nyo. Yan.
Let's see indeed. And
Wag lang kayo mag-spam sa comments. Yun lang ang ating, yun lang po ang hinihiling ko. Ikaw Samsung Paje, wag ka po mag-spam. Shoutout ko po kayo. Wag kayo mag-spam guys. Max nyo 2 lang. Okay na yan. Makinig na lang tayo ha. Hindi naman masarap lang manood eh. No? Manood lang.
That Onic wants to abuse this mobility all around.
BTR hanggang mabulag si
Marco.
Marco.
Roger is an incredible lane bully. Supercan's gotta be
Si
careful
Hans,
though
si
here.
Sans pala to, si Sans. Aba,
Very, oh my god, so
Si
thirsty. This Valentina.
first time ata magkikita ng ano, no? First time magkikita ng BTR at Onic. Nang gulat tong
Damage,
BTR
though.
eh.
It is indeed
Tapos kasi ni
thirsty.
Emon. Tawag nila kay Emon,
But it's
Emon.
quite key to always be sticking around Kyrie, trying to exert more pressure. CW, I think,
Baba ko yung
will
cam.
be
Eh,
playing
bababa
more
ko ba yung
passively in
cam?
this scenario,
Sure
but
kayo?
Keyboy jumps
Ayan,
in.
dyan na lang. Sige na nga. Ayan.
With the guy didn't win, it
Sige.
actually helps CW, but they jumped in.
Ay!
Emon!
Patay si Emon!
To escape, but Kyrie
parang
said,
galit na
no,
si,
you
ano,
will
ah.
not. First blood goes to Onic.
Parang galit na si
Kyrie.
Kyrie. Parang galit na si Kai!
Beefy kind of goal laner. He can take a bit more
Ang galit
punishment.
na si
especially
Kyrie!
pick up that guiding win, and Iman
Eh, masakit talaga yung Roger level 1. Pag Roger Gold Cup, okay, pagsuntukan ka level 1. Kumbaga ano, i-utilize mo yung mga skill.
CW will be able to
Pero pag
escape
magaling yung
also.
kalaban mo, hindi talo ka pa rin.
Always path of
Ano boss, hinaan ba natin volume ng caster or i-pull natin? Taasan natin onte.
CW again, like what Mirko
Makinig
mentioned,
lang tayo,
Beefy
manood lang
can
tayo.
take it really
Ayan na.
Oh! Supercan secures it.
Yeah, that's a good
Secure ni
retribution
Ken.
there by Supercan. Lutpi though now level 3 and will be punished by Moreno from downtown as well. And will they pressure mode? It seems like yes. Kyrie puts their retribution, but
lakasan daw
he
yung caster,
now
ah.
will be punished with the damn penalty zone from Sans. That's a good response from Onic.
Okay, good tayo dyan guys. Press 1 kung good. Press 1.
It's still the turtle for BTR as well. Iman's actually being very active now with this Bruno, trying to rotate
BTR yun,
over
di ba? Yung
towards the
mukbang
mid lane to
esports.
provide some help as well. But Kyrie, he's been
Okay,
farming
nilakasan
quite
ko
well
yung
for
caster
himself
boss ah.
too. Despite Turtle going to
Hindi
Super Cat,
laksan.
it's only a 1-level lead, and I think it's a bit less than just a 1-level lead. Now, Key.
Tay si Ki.
Oh, he is
Sabi
receiving
ni
heat.
Chewe.
Kyrie and TW ganking up on Key and will find
Ba, ba,
another
ba, ba.
kill to Onyx's name.
Feeling like it's eating him
Ano
from the
dapat
inside, trying to
bigyan
put more
natin?
pressure. But he has to die. Super
Patay si
Ken
Ken.
though
Ay,
receiving
kabado
damage.
20.
Fast
Ow!
tempo is the name of the game. Another pressure there by Onic. But at this time, Super Ken will be able to escape.
Si
Now
Coach
we're
Sheb
taking a look again
yan.
at
Coach.
the
Si
slower
Coach Sheb
pace.
yan.
Bigetron tries their best to slow it down for Onic. Obviously now with the kill lead and the kill pressure lead as well, that
Grabe,
mobility, they
tabla
want
pa
to
rin,
try
oh,
to
3
push the
minutes,
pace as
panis.
much as they can. They want to try to look for these ganks with the QC.
Manonood tayo ng WrestleMania,
Three
Paps.
QCs that they have on hand. I think for
Ikaw
Bigetron
na lang
as well,
magkas idol
the main
dumudugo ilong ko.
goal
Boss.
that they have in the early
Boss
game
Team
now,
Josh,
based on their
taste
talents
na
too,
lang.
for Iman is to scale.
Marami ring
Meanwhile,
gustong
for
makarinig
CW
ng
with that master
caster.
assassin on the Roger, he really wants to look for these brawls, these 1v1s.
Jam will be fine. In that scenario though, it's key. Always in a constant pressure, but sometimes
Roger wins
it
games
kind
eh.
of feels like he's trying to sacrifice himself with this dangerous movement. Of course,
Uy.
trying to deny Kyrie for that.
Whoa, final slash committed,
Patay.
invested,
Grabe.
and will come to fruition there. Lutpi
Masarap
finally
mag-ML, ah.
getting the kill.
Uy,
The bottom
grabe
side of the
naman
map is
yun.
actually 3v1 for Lord JM. This time, Terizla will not be able to receive the heat.
Husay,
and he
parang
will fall as
nagalit
well.
yung
Green
Onic.
Turtle.
Again, now Onic
Parang
has
nagalit, ah.
Cryo on that turtle. Will be able to match Super Ken's, you know, neutral with that one turtle.
Dalawa yung
big win for Onic. Well played to them as well.
Pwede
The way
nila
they are
nakawin yung
able to
penalty
force these
zone.
skirmishes out and gank. Take
ni Lord
advantage
JM.
of Bigetron's less mobile
Dalawa pala
heroes
Pinoy
like
sa
the
BTR,
Terizla
no?
with
Si
the
Lord
flicker
JM
already
tsaka
burnt out
si
earlier. Just pure punishment
Eman.
from Onic reacting to the
Eman.
BTR positions. But when we take a look at the items here, House Claw's already done. Still,
Yan
700
yung bago
gold lead
ng
though.
ano,
900 now growing for the Roger. As it's a
Tinangko muna si
Thunderbelt
Kuya
start
Boots.
for the Roger. Wants to be as beefy as he can. Wants to utilize this early skirmish power to create that snowball. For BTR, I
Cody
guess
Rhodes
at this
yan,
point,
par.
up against this kind of
Nangyari sa inyo.
snowball composition, they want to try to weather the storm. If Eman can get to those item power spikes, the Berserker's Fury, I think
Natalo din yung Onic
mainly the
nung
Melting
naglalaro
Roar
si
to start
Chewy.
really dealing damage
I
and
think
putting
yun
the
yung
pace
una nilang
onto
talo.
the frontliners of Onic. It'll be the Melfic Roar. So for Onic, they have control now, and they definitely want to try to invade a bit more, and also gank over towards these
Echo
solo
AP
laners.
Bren, no?
CW could always make his way to the backline with that beefy, tanky build.
Uy. Ay, parang
He's
mababalik
just going to recall for the players of Bigetron.
Ay,
And
hindi.
so
Hindi ko
far,
gusto lineup
Genki
ng Bigetron,
always
par.
constantly on the move, on the hunt.
Ay, hindi
He's
kaya
trying to
nila
deny
i-verse yung
the players of
Matilde.
Onic those fast rotations that they
Kaya
implement
nila hulihin
and
yun
they're
eh.
trying to implement in this match.
And unfortunately for
May penalty
BTR,
zone
this
sila eh.
Hilda hasn't really been working too well for them. It's actually been giving Onic a bit more of an advantage with all these kills going towards Onic. So
Ayun na.
we'll have to see if he truly can utilize this Hilda in an
Patay,
aggressive
si
way.
Klee.
He's
Ibigay
already getting
mo.
ganked again.
Oh my
Bigyan.
god, no sprint. This time with the four-man rotating towards
Husay,
Key.
husay.
He will fall for the fourth time in this game.
He is the sandbag now. 4 deaths to his name already. Does this feel advantageous though? He's trying to make space, I think, for Eman to farm his way up. But again, the goal lead is all in the hands of Onic.
Yeah, the big problem with this Hilda is the delay isn't even... It's not long enough even, right? The burst
Uy.
comes down too much. Lord JM, an interesting initiation.
Kasi ano yan,
Prematurely.
pilit na yan.
Let's see though,
Wala na
no
eh.
backup whatsoever. Is this
Oh,
a
sakit.
disconnect? Lord JM now
Uy,
will be
ninakaw.
punished, taken out. Now he
Sakit ni
jumps in
Kyrie pa.
isolated in a
1-0.
5-man Onic. That's another kill for Onic.
1-0
Onic
to, ang
always so
hirap.
proactive,
Hirap yan.
responding to whatever
Mahirap ulihin ng
Bigetron
Matilda
is
tsaka ng
trying
Joy.
to do.
Ayos ba
Especially
yun?
catching Key. And Lord JM also on the move.
Feeling
That
ko 1-0
initiation,
eh.
though, was kind of questionable.
Very questionable. Not sure what the plan was there for the Terizla for Lord JM. Very
Sinisisi ng
uncharacteristic
mga
from Lord
taga-Indo
JM,
yung
knowing
mga
that
girlfriend.
how he
Grabe
plays,
naman yun.
when he debuted as well. Still trying to think as to what really the plan was there. Felt like he
Parang
just
di maganda
initiated,
yung lineup ng
maybe thinking
BTR.
Superkin was around to look for the steal. But even then, the turtle
Hindi naging
wasn't
effective
low
yung
enough
Hilda
for the
against sa
steal.
Joy.
That's
Parang
Onic
gusto
with a 3,000
ata
gold lead and even a
pigilan yung
turret.
Joy.
So more tempo on the top side of the map.
Kaso may Matilde.
He will be safe though. Again, trying to be the scout, the main
Oo, di
scout for
naka-early
Bigetron.
eh, no?
But now they group up, ready to fight. And Onic just,
Pero masakit sila, no?
they're just
Pag
getting
nag-late game.
stronger.
Sakit
Especially
pang
with
BTR
the
pag
snowball
nag-late game.
that they have. So far, it's only
masakit
Lupi
din yung Onic
with the
eh.
death. And CW is just gonna farm
Roger
his
pa
way
ito
to
eh.
the items necessary.
So mobile, man, this Onic team. And you can see that Bigetron, they are not caught. They got caught up with the tempo created by Onic. They
Wow.
cannot play
Eh, no,
their own
kumakate,
game.
oh.
Yeah, they're only looking for scraps around the map, trying to minimize this gold lead from Onic. The snowball that is
Sapa.
building up to be
Uy.
quite a big one. Notice that Sans has actually taken the penalty zone. An interesting ult to take as a Valentina. He wants to either catch, initiate for the team, or play defensively with the PO that she
Yun lang
has.
kaya ba yan?
Be very good. Oh,
Uy,
it goes
ninakaw.
to the middle zone.
All towards Key, though.
Patay si
Key
Key.
now with the Terrify. Will be able to escape.
Ayun na!
Super can sneaky.
Oh!
He wants to assassinate
Ay, ang
Lupi,
ganda ng
but the
takas!
backup
Oh
is
my
definitely
God!
there as
Patay si Kyrie!
will be the target and he will be shut down.
Buhay si
He
Key!
now will be
Oh
able to
my
escape,
God!
and that's the first
Walang
win
retry!
for the side of Bigetron.
The red robots, they refuel.
Ang
That's
galing
a good
naman
kill towards Kyrie.
tumimpight
No
nitong BTR.
jungler, no retribution means they can possibly just try to poke out this
Hindi,
Lord
mabubuhay si Kyrie.
and
Abot
fight
si Kyrie
Onic
dyan.
into
Abot
that
si Kyrie
pit,
dyan.
trying to at least release the pressure that has been constantly put by Onic, but they
Wala
want
namang
more.
sisihan
They're
ng
trying to be
GS.
on the
Grabe
hunt
naman.
with the chase as well. This could be very, very interesting for Onic to approach.
Okay,
Ayun na, dadating na si Kyrie.
Lugi
BTR dito.
already rotating
Feeling ko lang ha.
towards
Oh my God!
So looking
Ay,
at
ang
Onic.
tindi!
A minute, final pass, no follow-up as he
Ayan na si Kyrie man! Ubus kay Kyrie, boss.
Kyrie jumps in, finding one, does not get too low
Kulang yung
as
dami.
Lord JM was able to escape.
Look at how the turntables now. It's
Hindi kasi
Kyrie
hindi
who
agad
picked up
na
a kill
kulang
on
sila
Super
sa
Ken. And now it's
damage yung
Onic
BTR.
with a retry advantage.
Oh my glove.
Oh my God, Sans receiving
naman tong
beats.
BTR
That's the photo right there, helping him out as well. But yeah, Onic will remain with 5.
An amazing recovery from Onic.
Feeling
The
ko
way
di
that they
naman
were able to
sinisisi yung
stop
GF.
BTR
Grabe
from
naman yan.
trying to force an error on them, trying to hold on to the Lord.
Naglalaro ba yung
Unfortunately
GF?
for
Nangyari sa
BTR,
inyo?
Terizla, who was trying his best to hold out the Lord, was too low.
Minsan kasi-
Matilda
pero okay lang
and
kung gusto
Roger,
nyo
CW,
sisihin,
and
wala
Keyboard was
naman.
able to just walk up, and now an endless
Minsan
battle
may
from
mga
Melted
tao
Board.
talaga,
Meanwhile,
pag-
for the Bruno, Eman
Minsan
still needs
talaga
to
sa
wait
buhay mo, kapag
quite a while
natatalo
for
ka,
the item power spike to hit. He's still waiting for it.
imbis na isipin mo, ikaw may kasalanan,
No, that's right.
sisisihin mo sa iba. So okay na yan.
What
Sige.
is roaming?
Oh yeah, favor.
That's good. His favor. I'm not too sure if this is a mistake, like a visual bug, or if it is real. But it's an interesting choice to go for now, with him still needing a bit more gold.
It is real. He needs the money.
Sino magcha-champ sa NBA? Ayan ang magandang topic.
Again,
And he doesn't get farm, I see.
I feel like
Daming malakas ngayon eh.
Hilda in the hands of Key. You know, yeah, you can always try to
Sabi nga nila, Boston
run
daw,
down
di
the
ba?
pressure,
Lakas ng Boston.
try to chase down the players of
Malakas,
Onic, but
malakas.
you know, they have Keyboy in the Matilda. They have the
Pero ano ako eh, box
Joy
ako eh.
that is twice as fast. Can always
Yanis
also
ako,
get
Yanis.
responsive in times of need. And Onic, they're just trying to scrap away everything.
Wolves
they
ba?
get,
Wolves
and
malakas?
this tier 2
Oo
turret
nga, no.
will also fall in that process.
Even the juggle, well played.
Nagpala
by Onic.
kasi
It had 1 million
Anthony
there,
Edwards
so
eh.
can
Sabi, oy, taka lang ha.
Oh, will not be able to find anyone. They're good
kaya to
lead
i-late game
to stay clumped up
Ng
there,
BTR, legit.
providing backup. But Onic
May
again,
maiwan lang sa
good
Onic.
execution
Kaya
on
nilang
the Lord.
i-burst.
He's taking all inners.
The good thing about
Denver eh,
Bigetron
no?
is that
Denver.
they're
Yan
able
ang
to push out the
maganda
side lanes,
pag-usapan.
getting turrets, and that could possibly
Pag-usapan
stem
natin
the
yan.
bleeding slowly, maybe try to wait for a
Basketball,
moment and let
wrestling.
Aman just farm up. Get his items going, and probably Bigetron will find that leeway. to
First
come
round
back.
exit ba, Box?
Yeah, now he does have the Melfic Roar, so that's
Konting
first
games na lang,
prospect
di ba?
that we were waiting for the Bruno. Unfortunately, though, for BTR, Onic have hit multiple more power spikes now with a Holy Crystal as well, already built up. There are 2 Holy Crystals on Onic's side for Sans and for Kyrie. And for CW, he's already willing to win a nature, so he wants to be this
Alaska yan,
very
Alaska.
beefy damage dealer that dives into the back with the rest of Onic. BTR will have to hold out for
Kaya nilang
much
i-burst
longer
isa lang.
than what we initially expected. Maybe they'll have to wait out till like the 18 minutes, 16
DPS
minutes to
kasi
be
damage
truly,
siya.
fully online.
Aray!
all
Ow!
of their
Ow!
members. Before Eman, he's starting to deal
Ow!
damage. He's starting to be
Sakit na
okay.
Eman.
Boy, very aggressive movement with the Supreme Eagle committed.
Ayan na!
It seems
Ayan
like
na!
it will be
Penalty!
just an
Penalty!
invasive or
Up!
invasion.
Ow!
Oh, they will re-engage. Lupin
Sabi ko na yan eh! O, sige! O, teka lang, Kyrie! Kyrie!
JM, no real follow-up as Lord
Ang
JM
sakit
will
ni
be the
Kyrie,
first one to
pare.
fall. Take a look at Key in the back.
Ang mas masakit si
W,
Chewe.
finding the double. Maybe the triple as Super
Boom.
Ken will
1-0.
fall as well. That is a 1-2-3
1-0.
taken out
Uncle.
as Onic now. Pretty
Ina-uncle
Lord
lock eh.
gets a free
Naka-uncle lock na
base
eh.
turret.
Bigetron crumble in that skirmish. I was about to say that probably they could hit back.
1-0
They
to,
were able
boss.
to hold their base for quite some time, but now
Aray,
they're able to
sakit.
knock down the tier
Ay,
3
hindi
turret.
kaya.
And that crystal is exposed at least in that mid lane.
Kaya
Looking
ata,
more and more
Popsy.
like their past selves. No longer the 3 lost streak version of them. With Kyrie on the Assassins and everybody playing their game.
Naka-uncle lock eh.
How they used
ganun
to
eh.
play.
Tap out!
Very interesting
You wanna
how you
tap
just
out!
swap like that. But even in the execution towards the Lord there, we did see that Onic were able to maximize all of their leads. They went in for the mid lane base turret. They didn't greed for an end angle, and they also went for the Lord. Everything was just purely calculated to perfection. And right now, they have that 10,000 gold, or 9,000 gold lead now down to 8.4k gold lead. For BTR,
Malakas
they
ba
should still
Pacers
be
ngayon?
able to
Malakas
defend, but if
Pacers?
Onic dive the back with Iman not having a flicker, it might just be over right here, right now.
Feels like Onic has a switch that they pulled.
Tapos na
And
story,
that
guys.
switch brings them
Tatapusin
back
na.
to their prime performance, and this just shows how much of a threat they could be.
Cody na yan,
Now
Cody.
Bigetron has to hold this push coming in from Onic.
Yeah, base turret top will be taken out, not defended. Meanwhile, they will though defend the bottom
Sabi
side
sa inyo,
turret.
Roger Gold
Now, Onic, they will not be greedy again. They just see what they can take, they will take it. Now, seems like
Tanggal
with
na
the
ba,
next wave,
Lakers?
they are
Tanggal na.
eyeing their next agenda.
may play-ins,
That is the
play-ins
bottom
pa
side
yan?
of that turret.
Di ba champion yung Lakers dun sa Las
Onic
Vegas?
sieging it down, playing with the wave slowly but surely and initiating.
Oh my god, Key!
Okay,
Front
si
side
Key.
will try to escape, but now Onic, they reset this. Lord JM will be taken out by Kyrie. CW will
Zero,
not fall
pangit
as
talaga
well.
lineup ng
Kyrie
BTR
finds
dito
another
para sa
kill
akin.
now. The way is wide open. Oh, good penalty zone, as it will be a triple for Kyrie. And the base wide open. Moreno left standing as Onic, the Sky Kings.
1-0,
They
Paps.
will find the first game.
The Sky Kings take
Grabe.
flight. Finally able to groove back, to find their
Tingin ko
momentum.
hindi naging
And this
effective
could
yung
be
Hilda.
the
Masyadong
opening
pilit yung
for
Hilda.
something greater. And that win was
Hindi ko kilala si
dominating.
Tyrese pero malakas ba Pacers? Huwag kayo mag-spam, boss! Nababasa ko yan. Huwag kayo mag-spam.
Onic to get an assassin back and for Kyrie to perform at his peak level again.
Pero parang kaya no?
Goodness. We finally get the glimpse of what
Parang
made
kaya
Onic
hindi yun
special
masyadong
in
one-sided
MSC last season, the 3P, what made them 3P champions.
Ganda ng jacket
For
ng
Onic, they just have to keep doing what they're doing, try to
Vintage,
bait
no?
out as much as, well, try to let these assassins go as much as possible. And for BTR,
Dapat tayo
they
dyan,
have to
Yib.
recalculate a whole lot after that
Yib.
game, man. A lot of miscalculations, especially giving
Dapat tayo
Kyrie the
jacket
assassin.
dyan,
I think
Yib.
it starts there, right? With the Joy, even without the
Yib.
Angela. We've seen teams to shy away from the Joy pick when the
Dapat tayong
Angela has
jacket
been
dyan,
taken
Yip.
away.
Munting ano naman yan.
Kyrie and Onic had the opportunity to go for an Angela Joy. They said they did not need it. They let it go to the second phase. They picked up a Valentina instead, and
Ayun ba yung mga
No, Kyrie
sinisisi?
performed
Grabe naman yan, mga
phenomenally.
Bops.
holy moly, man.
Parang
I just
hindi
have to
naman.
say, Sans is on the Valentina still a ridiculous beast. The
Ano
terrified
tingin
to
nyo?
cancel the
Game 3
penalty
ba to?
zone, the
Ano?
stolen penalty zone
Game
to
3 ba
jump
to?
in the end.
Isa 2-0.
Gila Sans.
Feeling ko
Sans
game
Gila.
3 eh.
Crazy.
That could
Ridiculous.
always be his name. Crazy. And with the Valentina, it was also very supplementary
Parang game 3
with
to.
his teammates. He was able to steal
Kasi
the
isipin mo, nakatagal
important
sila ng
ults,
ganun.
You know, try to disengage with Onic, and they did not go
Pangit
over
lang yung ano,
their
yung
own
feeling ko
limits.
yung execution
But
nila
that
early.
pick
Ang
with
plano
the
nila
Joy
dun,
was so fast
banatan
responding.
yung Joy eh.
I didn't even think Key was able to match Kyrie. You know,
Not
we
at
talked
all.
about how they picked the Hilda in response to the Joy.
Ay,
But
magaling
this
yung
time,
Key
it's
eh.
the Joy
Magaling yung Key
stomping on the Hilda.
Yeah.
Osmo
The advantage
Pocket 3 yan, boss.
You would
Ayun
think
o,
the Hilda would
sumusunod yan.
have against the assassin was not seen
Sumusunod
at all.
sa galaw
We're actually
yan,
at
no?
disadvantage
Whoa!
against the Key. So
Whoa!
squishy from the start. Every
Sumusunod
single
sa
time.
galaw
Like
yan.
Onic, they really have to give it to their coordination for being
That's
able to
Kyrie,
punish
MVP.
Key every single time he walks up and he overextends. The player of the game.
Kai!
It's Mr. Kai!
Ree!
9-1 and 6, 883
Si
GPM.
Kai!
Full build here as well. Nothing to really note. I
Hooray!
think the only thing that I will have to say is he goes for the winner truncheon instead of the
Dapat hindi ka
immortality.
naka-boxer
And he-
pag itong
he does
camera
just
kasi
find a
yari ka
spotting a
talaga.
winner And then swap into the immortality. He wants
OG
a-
points na
the
naman si
additional
Kyrie,
magic
no?
damage that the winner truncheon gives him. Because he
Wala
is
pang
in a
MPL.
position
Siguro,
where
kung
he's
ba
very,
man
very
din, ba't wala
comfortable. I
pang
don't even think
MPL
anybody can
last
really
weekend?
fully burst him
Ah,
down
feeling
on
ko
the
siguro
side of
Holy Week.
BTR because of how broken the electrifying beats is, obviously.
Siguro
and how
kasi
good
Holy Week,
Kyrie
no?
is at getting those full stacks every single time. But it all started here as we
Yan,
take
dyan
over the
nagsimula
highlights
dyan
presented by
nag-snowball
UBS
sa
Gold.
top.
Eman gets baited in by CW on this Roger and Matilda. It's one thing already, very annoying to go up against a Roger who's very sustainable.
Balik ka
You
sa
get baited a lot.
Bacolod.
You
Yes,
miscalculate your
for
damage
sure,
a
for
lot
sure.
when you are up against a Roger.
For sure, babalik
And a
tayo ng
Matilda on
Bacolod,
top of
guys.
that.
For sure.
And you will miscalculate more, especially with the mobility that Onic
Na-score
has.
ko lang
BTR
to sa
were not
MOA.
ready for Kyrie to be
Kung
up
ano yung
there.
masasearch mo sa
And
Google,
this was
yun yun.
also the initiation that left a lot of us confused. The 1v5
Babalik pa ba sa
initiation
MPL si
all
Chakno?
alone
Parang
from
pwede.
Lord JM.
Feeling ko.
Don't know if it's the
Feeling ko nga
jitters
pwede
or
angat
if
na
it's
Omega.
purely just
Feeling
a
ko.
miscommunication. But then we did see that BTR were able to
Ibang
recover a
Kyrie
bit
to,
by
hindi to
killing
yung
Kyrie
nasa
right
Dallas
before
na
the
Kyrie,
play,
ah.
and then try their best
Onic
to
to,
look for the
Onic.
Lord. But I think it was too quick for them. It was
Ano yung
too
PMCL?
desperate of a call to go straight for the Lord with Lord JM so low, and because of that, Onic were able to
Nasa
hold their
prime pa rin.
ground,
Paring
weather the
Christian,
storm
par.
of
Isang chat
Kyrie
lang.
being
Huwag
dead
ka mag-spam,
and
pare.
having to respawn. and then doing exactly that back to them, killing Super Ken, going for the Lord, and then just playing the game, executing.
Kamusta lagay ni Butters? Okay pa, okay naman si Kuya Ters.
By Suns from that penalty zone, and then in the end, stealing away the penalty zone right before Lord JM died. Boom, bang, bada bing, into the back. Super Ken gets splashed, and Kyrie ends the game with a 3-play.
Yung mga fans talaga minsan, isa sa mga favorite kong...
And the only player that could gap close and
isa sa mga favorite kong traits ng mga fan, no? Ito kasi yan guys eh, di ba? Pag nananalo ka, chinicheer ka. Pag natatalo ka, binubo ka or inaasar ka. No, may nabasa ko kahapon, ang tawag kay Kyrie, Kyrie. Kasi na umiyak siya. Ang lala ng wordplay eh. Pero anong tawag kay Kyrie pag panalo, di ba? Sky King. Feeling ko nga siya lang ang Sky King eh. Sa Onic, nadamay lang eh.
As it gets here. Perfect
ito feeling ko si Kyrie ang Sky King. Kung may moniker si Kyrie, para sa akin, nandun pa rin yung The Future. Okay na yun. Tsaka Sky King. Nadamay lang yung mga kasama niya, kaya lahat sila naging Sky King. Pero para sa akin, siya lang ang Sky King. Pero sa akin lang yun.
On winning matchups, losing matchups, when they're weak side or strong side anyways.
Ang lala mo, yawa ka. Yung pangalan mo rin, nasabi ko pa.
In that lane, and still, even despite baiting him out, even despite having the winning matchup,
so pag tayo, ikakas natin si Kyrie sa Pilipinas, tatawagin natin siyang Sky King. Kasi siya yun.
BTR still, despite the snowballing start that they got, and
for me lang for me.
Able to maximize it. They were able to capitalize.
Parang daming pinagdaanan ni Cody. Ano ba talaga gusto nyo usapan? Ang dami nating usapan. Meron tayong basketball, meron tayong NBA. Meron tayong NBA, meron tayong basketball. Ay mali, meron tayong NBA, meron tayong wrestling. Ano ba gusto nyo pag-usapan? ML. Oy, nakuha ko na yung Predrin skin, oh. Pwede rin natin pag-usapan, anime. Hindi ako mahilig sa anime. Dragon Ball lang alam ko eh. Ayan. Sige, commercial break. Mag-usap-usap muna tayo. Bataan lang malakas. Oo nga eh. The kid from Bataan eh. Boxing? Sino ba malakas sa boxing ngayon? Wala, hindi na rin ako updated eh. Dati updated ako dun eh. Hiwalay na ba yung Aldab? Grabe naman boss, sobrang tagal mo na boss. Sobrang tagal mo na. Ano masasabi mo kay Irad? Tingin ko naman okay. Pero siguro, ito personal opinion ko personal opinion ko. Feeling ko kasi ang karamihan ng teams sa kanila, parang ang formula na kinukuha nila is yung pagdipat ni Kyrie at ni Yeb. Feeling ko. Kaso nung lumipat si Yeb tsaka si Kyrie, ang dami nang na-XP ni Kyrie. Kumbaga, ito sports na usapan. Kung comparing to, kumbaga Kyrie Irad, nung paglipat ni Kyrie, ang dami niya nang na-XP. Kumbaga, nag-finals na siya, tapos nag-M-series pa siya, ganun. So, feeling ko, si Irad kailangan dyan sa RRQ, kailangan i-mold nila, mas palakasin nila. Hindi yung, well, malakas na siya. Kumbaga dapat, i-mold nila na mas lalakas pa. Yun tingin ko yung comparison. Kumbaga, mas maraming naging experience si Kyrie nung paglipat niya. Ayos ba yun? Simple lang tayo eh. Simple yan lang. Tagal ng MPLPH. Ang tagal nga eh. Feeling ko next week eh. Okay yun, gana yun si Hira dun. Feeling ko nga gana siya na lumipat eh. Para sa akin, mas marami lang XP si Kyrie nun. Boss, diploma o diskarte. Sige, sasagutin ko na ang the ultimate tanong. Para sa akin, marami akong kilala na mga tropa at naging kaibigan na naging hindi successful at successful nung may diploma sila. Marami din akong kilalang mga kaibigan na nag-fail at naging successful din nung may diskarte sila. So, parehas yan kailangan. Yun lang yun. May diploma ka nga, 'Diba? Mababa naman rank mo sa ML. Para saan ba yung diploma? Rank ang bilihin mo, 'di ba? Binali. Hindi, legit. Joke lang. Nasa tao yan. Importante parehas yan. Dapat sa buhay may balance ka. May balance ka ng diploma, may balance ka ng diskarte. Marami akong kilala na madiskarte, na nag-fail din. Ang diskarte mo nga, pero hanggang ngayon, feeling nila sa sarili nila, failure sila. 'Di ba? Marami din namang may diploma na ganun din. Fail din. So parehas, vice versa. May mga naging successful din, may mga naging failure din. Nasa ano mo yan. Pag ipaghaloy natin, nasa galaw mo. Dapat kung may diploma ka, lagyan mo ng diskarte. Paano ka mag-diploma, diskartehan mo, ganun. Ayos ba yun? Feeling ko, alam nyo na sa sarili nyo yung sagot eh. Ba't ko pa sinagot? Tsaka yung success, ito yan, ito mga ito na lang pala magandang usapan eh. Ganyan, lifestyle. Life. Usapang life. Ang success, para sa akin, hindi yan sa, ang success, ikaw sa sarili mo makakapagsabi kung successful ka. Diba? Para sa akin, for example, ako, masaya na ako na makakain ako araw-araw, ganun. Kumbaga, para sa akin, successful na ako dun. Na nakakain ako araw-araw. Yun na yung meaning ko ng success. Ako kasi, hindi ako masyadong tawag dyan, maluho sa gamit. Parang sa akin kasi, kaya kong iso-soak up ko yung halimbawa, laptop, iso-soak up ko siya hanggat sa wala na siyang baterya, ganun. So para sa akin, yung success, nasa tao yan kung feeling mong successful ka. Ayos ba yun? Wala siya sa kung ano yung narating mo, walang ganun yun. May mga taong naging successful sa pagiging nanay. May mga taong naging successful sa pagiging tatay, sa pagiging kuya. 'Di ba? Ayos ba 'yon? Team Diwata o Team Hiwaga? Team Diwata tayo! Team Diwata! Pasay ako eh. Pasay represent, bro! Pasay represent! Ang tagal ng laban eh. Magdaldalan muna tayo. Tagal ng laban eh.
Up against BTR, man. What the heck? Come on, man. The iconic MVP of the regular season, though. Played 3 seasons in MPL Indonesia, 2 MVP regular season. Season 10 and then Season 12 MVP regular season. Only in Season 11 it was
Nike o Adidas? Good question. Siguro kung mga lifestyle shoes, Nike ako. Pero kung running, Adidas. Running shoes for me, Adidas, based on experience. Ano yung brand ng salamin mo? Owndays yan. 3.5 years na sa akin yan. Hindi pa nasisira. Sobrang tibay ng Owndays. LeBron or Jordan? Good question.
What about you, Gani?
Feeling ko LeBron eh. Feeling ko LeBron. Hindi ko binibase sa championship, binibase ko sa longevity eh. Longevity and consistency.
I think Taz is a contender.
Pero pinaka-idol ko talaga si Dwayne Wade.
I have a niche pick. I feel like if our
Boss, Istapa o Diskarte? Istapa!
about that later, but yeah. I feel like
Diba?
Skylar's
Diba? Ba't ka pa din Diskarte?
MVP spot, but yeah, it's still
Istapa ka!
just around.
Hindi. Eh di pag nag-stapa ka, di ba, kung punta mo, kulungan. At least sa kulungan, isipin mo, di ba, nang stapa ka, naaw ka, mapupunta ka sa kulungan. Pagpunta mo sa kulungan, libre lahat. Wala kang iisipin. Libre kuryente. May libre kayong cable, manunod kayong TV. Libre pa yung ano nyo, libre pa yung pagkain nyo. Stapa is life. Joke lang.
Yes. Kyrie!
You look like Kyrie. What?
Do I?
You look like the...
Hold up. Ang lala na ng mga tanong nyo. Hold up o trabaho?
Of course, the drafting phase underway, presented by
Guys.
the official tournament smartphone
Eto na.
Samsung Galaxy
Simulan.
Onic.
Bahala na kayo dyan.
And Bigetron both.
Jollibee o
with their
Macdo.
two
Jollibee tayo
bans.
dyan, boss.
It's the Barats and the Baxia.
Okay.
And for Bigetron, Nolan, and Joy. I mean, in terms of utility,
Yeah.
Barats and Baxia.
Cody Rhodes mananalo dyan, pre. Feeling ko lang.
So,
Oh my
I'm just trying to
gosh.
narrow it down.
They're like, let's
And
go
even
assassin.
Frederick.
Hey, William, shoutout
Please,
sa'yo,
give us an
Paps!
assassin feast. But
Yeah.
with Nolan
Chicken
and
inasal
Joy
na
ban,
lang. Masyadong
what are the
matamis yung Napoleones.
Fanny ban now, right? 3 assassins versus 3
Hans
utility.
Rowe, wag ka
That's what we
magtatanong
wanna
ng
see.
ganyan,
Non-meta
pare.
junglers in the
Malala
game.
yung mga
We
ganyan
wanna see an
tanong. Wag yung mga
assassin
ganyan,
battle.
Paps.
Let's see a Lancelot Link, but they go for the Matilda ban first, obviously. You know,
Kahit
Matilda,
wala kang
pretty
pipiliin
crazy
dyan sa
as
tanong mo,
well.
bawal yan
The hero
parehas.
was able to give Onic a huge, massive advantage earlier.
Yeah.
But now with the Matilda ban, there are
Masama yan, masama. Yan ang masasabi kong masama.
Angela up for grabs. Don't know if Onic want to pick up the Angela instantly. The Arlet worked really well for them as a first pick. The Valentina as well. If they want to take it away from Moreno, take that flexibility of the Valentina in terms of playstyle, that would be a good choice. But if they want to
Shoutout sa
utilize
mga taga
this first
Libertad.
pick to pick a flexible pick that can go to different roles, I think the Arlet would fit very, very well.
Okay, okay. Ayan na,
Both
Arlot.
Arlets.
Arlot ulit.
we have seen Lutpi.
Open yung carry kanina, walang pumili eh, no?
Yeah.
Feeling ko
When
kung
he was
carry yun,
playing
mas
in that
okay.
first game, sure, he did have his own, you know, kind of like
Feeling ko lang naman.
confusing moments, but that's all good. You know, it's just jitters sometimes. You have to get over it. And I feel like Lutpi is slowly getting there. And so far with the Arlet, he has been proving
Wow.
a solid game.
Sino lamang,
And
boss?
Lutpi
Pareha,
will be picked
ano,
up by the
Onic,
Bigetron-
Onic lamang.
by the Bigetron players. This could go
Butters
to
o
the
random
key.
epic
But
sa
comment
rank?
though, for
Random
Supercat,
epic na lang
Kyrie
sa
is a
rank.
jungler because he
Random
has already
epic.
become a champion 3 times.
Random epic na lang sa rank.
Huge respect, man, you know? Oh, Vexana pick up
Forgot
too.
about the Vexana.
Vexana is free.
Definitely did, but I don't think for Onic it would have been first pick anyways, right?
Okay.
For Ruby though, is it interesting?
Lebron o
This
LA
hero has
Tenorio,
recently
parang-
just been nerfed. We haven't seen
Parang
Ruby a lot,
Johnny
and when
A
we
eh.
have seen Ruby, it hasn't
Feeling ko
been able
Johnny
to
A.
produce the same results as pre-draft or pre-nerf. Not too sure about this Ruby first picked anymore. I don't even know if
Draft
it's
predict,
flexible
sige.
anymore, because so far after the patch,
Matilda!
we've only seen Ruby play
Kaso
as
Binan
a roamer.
pala, kita mo.
Fairness though, the signature for Sans.
Hindi pa nga tayo
that
nagda-draft,
enables the team
hindi pa
to
tayo
dive
nag-predict,
hard
Binan
into
na.
the back. With an Arlen and a Faramis. I'm really wondering what
Huh?
jungler they want to pick up here. No Bronze,
Ruby,
no Bakken,
so
no
pwedeng
Frederick.
flex
I'm glad,
yung
by the way, that
Ruby.
Onic got rid of those 3.
Thank
I'm
you.
tired of those 3. Please, let it be a staple now.
Wala ni si
Opening up their
Rizla pa.
cards early in the first
Rizla, ano
phase,
to?
so this Arlet should
Rizla X.
confirm
Ano to,
being
Arlot?
Roamer Arlet.
Roamer?
Terizla though, yeah, is this a tutorial from Lutpi? Hey,
Tapos pumili na ng...
Terizla, Lord Jayan.
Pumili na ng
The
Vexana,
statement
di na
there,
makakapag
I feel like
ano,
this
yung
is the time where Lutpi can deliver
Valentina, yung
with one of the
magnanakaw.
playmaking heroes. He was stellar in
Faramis.
that Arlet, and now it will go to the hands of Keyboy, who would
Ibig
be
sabihin,
given
assassin
that
si
freedom of
Kyrie.
movement, much more mobile or free compared to what Lutpi
Assassin na
had
ni
to
Kai!
And now, for Bigetron, what do they
Reed!
seek to pick in this first phase?
Diba, sabi sa inyo, Kari?
Yeah,
Ayos
it's
meron.
the safe choice for Iman. Very rare do we get to see the safe choice come out, but
Uy, open ba
I
rin
think after
Roger
losing
Gold?
game 1, they want to be as safe
Banyo
as they
Roger.
can. Though, however, you have to remember,
Kes
BCR
cute.
on red side, they have a few pocket
Guys,
picks that they are
Si
very
Keskut, hindi yan si
comfortable
Ninong Ray
pulling
ah.
out, like
May
the
nakikita
Fanny
ako
last
nagko-comment
pick.
kahapon.
Crystal,
Ninong
the
Ray,
choice
grabe
to go
talaga
for
kayo
now with
ah.
all these junglers being banned out. Are they going to limit it though? Right? Are they going to just ban
Bioman
all
o
the junglers
Masman?
now? What other junglers?
Magandang tanong. Jeto man ako eh.
Akai.
Jeto,
Ban it away. Get
Jeto,
those utility,
Jeto
those stinky
man.
utilities out the way.
Yuckies.
Uy,
Yeah, but for BTR, they ban out the
Banyo Roger!
If a Fanny would to be picked by Super
Or
Ken, I feel like
Fanny! Banyo yung Fanny!
he is going to have a hard time to get past the Fire Mist. Of course, the Netherrealm will be able to save the players of Onic from that Cutthroat and other types of engagements. So Onic, they do have, you know, so far a solid lineup.
Ba't wala
Bigetron
week 3,
also
boss?
has that Vexana, and
Siguro
we know
kasi
how
nga Holy Week.
crazy Moreno can get. How supportive it could also be, that self-peel, that engage that could also come from his hands. So this is something that Onic has to watch out.
But it does
Shoutout
seem
sa
like
lahat
for
ng
the
mga
first
viewers natin.
bans
Onting
here
subscribe
in the
naman
second
dyan!
phase, they will neglect the junglers instead. Onic, they will ban the X-Borg here. I think a very good ban considering that they have a lot of
Shoutout sa
ground
nag-subscribe
control,
sa ating
ground
kanina.
controls.
Thank you, hindi ko na
X-Borg
mabasa,
is a hero
sorry.
who has immunity, right? So it's a
Nagda-drop si
good
Shernan.
spot there that they were able to ban that X workout.
Alvin Kalog, par, wag ka mag-spam, please. Pag nag-spam kayo guys, mabablock kayo sa chat. Please, wag kayo mag-spam.
But I think with the carry pick, it's already quite safe now with the Claude. But they ban out the Bruno too. Interesting there. They're trying to take away these heroes that can give carry a tough time in lane. CW, definitely, we've seen him on these heroes. But what I'm scared of now is Onic. Looking at their draft, they have a very dive-heavy draft.
Bruno.
The Roger fits in too. Again, it really does, right?
The Roger could be an option.
Pero okay lang.
Brody, most probably. Could
Binang
also be
Fanny,
a choice.
sila yung
But
nag-ban.
Fanny
Ayos ba yan?
will be banned. A big question, of course.
Ayos ba yan, guys?
That jungler department. I mean, Martis is
Crocs o
still up.
Abayanas. Hindi kasi
Always
ako nagsusuot
use
niyan parehas eh.
Counter also the CC from the players of Onic.
Islander lang ako eh,
And,
Islander.
this time, it's in Bigetron's
Sorry,
court.
boss.
Do they want to pick the jungler now for themselves?
It's a Kai or Martis.
Guinevere.
BTR, they have to pick it up first, right? They have to try to deny Kyrie this Akai pick that could give this team a bit of trouble. If they
Feeling ko
don't play
assassin
proper
na ni
front to back,
Kyrie to eh.
BTR, they're
Kasi
in for a
Teresa
lot of
XP sila
trouble.
eh.
But even if they don't go for Akai,
Usually yung Onic, kapag yung XP nila fighter type na damage.
like
Tank si
everybody
Kyrie.
wants to go up against.
Pero
They
kapag
wanna
mga
try to
tank
dive together,
fighter
they
sila
kinda
na
push everyone back. So yeah,
XP,
BTR will be the ones
assassin
to
si
pick it
Kyrie
up
eh.
first. That's the Akai. Now what will Kyrie play?
Please.
Usually against
Base sa
an
aking
Akai,
obserbasyon.
there is a case to be made that a Lancelot might be an option to go for. You want to try
O, diba? Assassin.
all these utility bans for what?
Artist.
For us to go back to utility, man. I'm sad.
We were so
Sabi sa inyo
happy
eh.
Was
with the three. We were happy.
Sheriff.
With the Clint as well being picked up. We were
Ang
happy
kulang
with
dito
the
sa
three
ano,
utility
flex
bans,
yung
but of course
Ruby eh.
they pull out the Martis. And again, it's gonna be a tank and a tank fight.
Ay hindi, post 5 Ruby na to. Kuha ka ng mga may damage. Topa kits, yung mga lapu, mga ganon.
Akai against Ruby.
Ata.
He can't really pull up for
Ata lang, ewan ko.
Yeah, risky pick there for
X-Board!
dubs on that.
Binan yung
But they have the
X-Board,
fairness,
putek.
right? So
Ganda na
the
ng
idea
hula
is
ko
there.
eh.
They want to just group up together. Now it's either Rome or XP. The Paquito is
Sa Topa kits.
something that
Panis!
Onyx trouble. Mainly
Topa kits! Ayos ba yun? Shout out to Mark.
For Lord J.
Ayos ba yung ano natin doon guys, prediction? Ganito kasi yan, boss, legit. Yung pag yung Onic, nag-fighter tank sila sa XP, assassin si
Signature
Kyrie.
pick of Lord JM.
LJM, the Paquito, but of course again,
Lanzones o Rambutan? Lanzones ako dyan, boss eh.
still two junglers.
Mas madali
that
kasi
still
balatan yung
signify the
Lanzones.
utility sphere of the game. So it is going to be very interesting to see how they
Shout
will
out
able to
Raimundo
respond to what
Castor.
Onic did to them. For Bigetron, this is now
Guys,
their game.
manonood ba kayo kung manonood tayo mamaya ng RRQ versus Alter Ego? Press 1 kung manonood kayo.
Based on match 1, it was 100% wrong. Game 1, it was 100% wrong.
Best tank para sa'yo. Yawi or Butters? For sure, Yawi.
Honestly, I'll have to come to the execution.
Ayan,
again,
sige,
but
mamaya,
the
stream
tools,
natin yan.
but So do Onic.
An opportunity to stop their lose streak right here, right
Ito na,
now.
lakasan
Game
natin yung
number 2.
caster.
Or will Bigetron be able to fight back? It's Onic against Bigetron.
Welcome to Mobile Legends.
Feeling ko game 3.
Will Onic find the clean sweep and end their lose streak run?
Pasabi
or
kung
will
okay audio
Bigetron
natin guys ha.
force
Tsaka
the
feeling
series
ko,
down towards the
yan
best
kung may
of
magtatanong
3.
sa akin game 3.
Looking at the emblems instantly here, you have to say, nothing too crazy. Concussive blast from Akai, just trying to clear as fast as possible with the Martis there as well. Impure range from Kyrie. Wants to try to sustain as much in
Wait.
these team fights. But still
Teka
for
lang guys,
Keyboard,
sa Artista
it's the
Chismis,
QC.
Jericho
No
Rosales,
QC
Catherine
start
Bernardo.
anymore now,
Woo!
but it should be still the same strategy.
Umaten daw
for
ng
Chunk.
birthday. Woo!
Still going to be fine for Key. And he has always been a pesky type of player that will try
Lipat
to
tayo,
disrupt
lipat tayo dito.
movements from the players of Onic. That is always going to be the case for Key.
Christian Kevin par, wag ka mag-spam, please. Wag kayo mag-spam, guys.
And now it's the opposite.
Nababasa
right? We
ko
did
po
see
yung
that
chat, wag
CW
po kayo
was the one
mag-spam.
to go Master Assassin on the Roger game 1. Now he actually has the weapon mastery, so the opposite. They went literally the opposite of each other now. Eman with the Master Assassin, and it's CW with the weapon mastery. CW wants to wait for these items. Meanwhile,
Ganda lineup ng Onic, ang unat niya, no?
the solo lane as much as he can.
Pero carry kasi yan eh, kaya okay lang.
Let's see here. First minute. Want to contest
5v5 yun. Daming panghuli.
XP.
Sakit ng combo yan, guys. Yung
action here.
Terisla, Martis, saka Arlot.
It is.
Kaya kanilang papuntahin ng gandulo ng walang hanggan. Nanunulak yung mga yan eh.
Draft. Of course, we will have to wait for the team fights to happen.
Ayan o, yung ganon,
Then the
bahak.
action will be
Tapos yung ganon ng
provided there.
Arlot.
Bigetron just trying to shadow Lord JM and trying to
Hindi
beat
tayo
down
nakalive sa TikTok,
Would-Be here.
boss.
Even having to call Santapon to deliver the backup. CW gets a
Bye.
ban.
Oh!
That's raw mechanic right there in first blood. Falls for Eman. Now Bigetron claims the mute as well as he now isolated.
Lugi sa kunat.
Flickers out. That's a win
Naka-Brave
and
Smite
win.
kasi yung carry ko,
But
hindi naka-Brave
turtle.
Smite yun.
Raw
Lugi
mechanic.
tayo.
Goni mentioned it. It was down to the wire, but it is Eman that will secure the first blood.
Against all odds, too. Level 4 just in time for CW. Got the additional health and
Yo, shoutouts to Kuwait.
bomb.
Shoutouts din Kuwait.
Eman with absolute class.
At saka po, thank you sa ano pala.
My God, we rarely get
Sorry,
to see
guys.
the 1v1s in gold
Thank you,
lane.
Kuya
Close
Mark.
to a solo kill. But it seems like with Eman, he just loves it. Lord Jam,
Salamat
the same thing now
sa
to Woodby that he
2
did to
Singaporean
Aran.
dollars. Salamat.
Still saves the flicker,
Salamat po.
though. And that's yeah, that's another L for trades there. Top side of the map. Bigetron seems to be winning the small trades.
Bigetron able to clench finally the laning phase, the early minutes of the game, in which they did not have the opportunity to do so.
Kaya kasi
Would-Be
withstand
just
ng
under
Pakito yan eh,
pressure
yung ano
here.
eh.
He's not going to really be
Teresa eh.
online
Kaya lang
the first 5
makapagsabayan.
minutes maybe, but Key caught up.
Patay na.
Now being the
Oh,
frontliner.
oh.
Take a look at the knockup.
Oh
Eternal
my
Guard
God.
committed.
Oh, binate yung ano, ult. Oh my God, Lugi, Onic.
Will not commit the heavy
Ayun
spin
na!
as there you go.
Parangat!
Kyrie,
Oh!
the World Coil will not be
Patay
able
si
to
Kai!
escape as the
Ow!
Mount
CW.
secures the gold. Now CW in a
Parang ako yung
3v1
carry.
will find the kill for
Parang ako yung
SK.
carry.
And
Grabe.
the mid lane will not survive
Action.
due to Lord JM.
It all comes crumbling down for Onic.
Ganda yung sagot ng
Bigetron
ano.
doing what they
TTR.
did to the Yellow Porcupines in
Expect
game
nila
number
dito
1.
yung ano eh,
And now it's Onic
Martis
on the
feeling ko.
receiving end.
Man, didn't expect it to be this quick. The 2,000 gold lead now
Whoa.
for BTR. 4 minutes in, 4-0. You can see a bit of action in game number 1.
Oh, ganda targeting ng
Man.
BTR.
All the trades going in favor to
Para silang si
BTR.
Target.
This is
Kilala niyo ba si Target?
quite scary right now for Onic, knowing that the Clint does super well when you are ahead, but when you fall behind, it's
Game over.
What's
Di
up?
ba kanta ni
And
Target
we
yun?
did see that in the last team fight as well.
Game
Every time
over
that
na, game
Onic aren't able
over
to play
na.
full neutral, full front to back, they suffer from it. The Clint especially, and Iman wants to go for another 1v1 there in the bottom lane.
Yo, shoutout at
news.
New Break BGC Taguig.
Kyrie and
Go
Super
Oni!
Retrieve battle. Let's see who got it. For the
Malakas
second
Kyrie
time,
dyan, par.
it'll be Kyrie. It's a 1-for-1 on the mute.
Dalawa sila
So
eh.
they will collapse and fight. But Bigetron says
Assassin naman si
otherwise.
Kyrie dito ha.
Like this
Naka-damage type
with
yan.
a sigh of relief, of course, having been able to get that neutral objective. We're so close, and they were ready to collapse on that part
Feeling
of
ko
the map.
BTR.
So
Magpa-finals
Onic, of
to
course, looking to
BTR.
stabilize
Feeling ko.
everything, but CW feels like he's falling behind the items here, Mirko.
Yep. Great build though. I want to
Oh,
actually
si Lord JM yan,
talk a little bit about
Paps.
the XP Lutpi. We saw him in action earlier. Dreadnought armor into the Ares belt. I love this build.
Ano,
Very
counter
flexible,
sa
and
Selos.
You know that early on he was getting bullied by Lord
Tanggalin mo
JM.
yung
91
insecurity
though
mo
now
sa
with
katawan
the
mo.
defensive items. He's
Para
actually
sa
winning
akin, ang
these trades
Selos,
against Lord JM.
nagsisimula siya sa
So, that's why I wanted to
insecurities
point
mo.
out, W4
Madaling
Lutpi
sabihin, pero yun
randomization
ang sagot ko.
is,
Madaling
Iman,
sabihin,
the
mahirap
randomization
gawin.
department. Steel leg plates over, and it does seem like he is building towards a Thunder Belt. So wanting to respect Onyx damage.
Heavy spin, invested. Hold
Oh
on.
my God.
Sam's flickers out of that eternal
Nakakatakot
guard.
talaga
Now
yung
the
carry na yan, par.
will be committed as they are not going to.
Lalo na, di ba yung makunat
engage.
yung ano niya,
Again,
yung
a little altercation
emblem
there.
niya, tapos yung build
CW,
niya damage, ang
he
bad
dashes
bits yan.
in, but thankfully not going to be harmed even further. This is a hard lane for CW. He's just being pushed out. but Keyboy will be there to save him.
Okay, final slash on towards
Unat
two.
nung ano.
Manjean's not gonna connect just yet.
Udang.
though.
Aray.
Keyboy receives a lot of
Ay,
damage.
okay, pre, sila kay Eman. Yari si Eman. Oh my God, boy, si
Receiving
Eman.
damage will flicker out. Super Ken isolated.
Oh my
Damage
God,
will
ang
be
galing
there.
tumarget
Will be
niya.
taken out, though. He will
Galing tumarget ni
take
Eman.
Keyboy
Bad
down with him.
beats, ang galing.
Crazy fights all around. It's a 1-for-1 in favor of Onic.
Gayahin
They get
ko
the
nga to.
jungler.
Ganyan
Only
pala,
for
gagayahin ko
Keyboy.
yan.
But up top, because Lutpi has rotated down below to give
Galing
the
tumarget.
more pressure. Hold up, this might be a dive.
Oh no.
Pinilit niya yung ano, Dip.
Lutpi jumps
Ay, ang
in.
galing nga.
Turret will be taken now.
Oh my
as
glove,
Imago
ang galing
will be
nga.
safe
Oh
and
my
sound.
glove,
Ball
boy
side
pa.
key, I'm offended.
Oh!
Triggered. But yeah, no members from Bigetron.
Buhay!
The trade. 1-for-1 up top, it's a turret, and also in the bottom lane it's a turret. Though Onic did spend a whole lot of resources to go and dive the turret. No penalty zone for quite a while. This is a window for BTR to look for an opportunity here.
This.
Ano yung Clover ng Clover? Yun ba yung ano?
Kind of like a half
Pagkain.
and a half time towards Eman. They weren't able to really just jump on him. And now, of course, Turtle next, ready. Who will be able to secure this key? Pulls the Keyboy in.
RSG si Eman, guys. Champion yan si Eman, RSG.
Another round committed already.
Season
Super
9.
Ken though receives a lot of heat.
Galing
Oh,
tumarget.
penalty zone. The backside, no follow
Wala.
damage just yet as Lutpi will not be able to
Naku, mas
survive this
magaling yung
surely.
targeting ng ano,
Moreno securing
BTR.
the kill. Now Lord JM in a flank situation will not commit onto it to 5. That's a win already for the Red Robots.
That is a win. They lost Lutpi, probably one of their frontliners, to be ready
Wala
for
naman
this
ito ni
Turtle
Eman,
fight.
pa.
But I feel like
Underbelt.
Onic now, either they give this or they contest this. I think they're still able to contest this, especially with the members up and running. But
Dapat
the
dito tayo sa
ultimate
taas eh, kasi
flickers,
ayun o,
it's all
para
gone.
makita nyo
In the
yung
hands of
ano.
Onic.
Even though Onic
Para
lost the
makita
battle,
niyo yung-
technically they lost a member. They had the resource advantage. They
Makita
had
niyo
all
yung
the HP
player,
bars still
diba?
full, so
Ganun
BTR
din eh.
are the ones that have to play the long game now. But we take a look at the bottom lane now. It's actually slow pushing back towards Onyx side from BTR. We have a clumped up, or a lot of minions building there. The BTR wants to take this fight.
Another 5v5 now, let's see.
Hindi
Super
tumama yung
Ken
stealing
and
light yun.
Kyrie, it's
Oh
neither.
my God.
It's gonna be Moreno securing the newt. Now take a look at
Ang
Lord
ganda
JM.
ng paramis
flanking,
dun.
looking
Kaso di nila nagamit.
minimize
Ay,
it.
di, joke,
Help
joke,
of
joke.
Onic. Oh,
Bam!
good re-engage. A CW has
Nagamit
range
pala nila,
to take
nagamit
Lord
nila.
JM down.
Turtle over for a kill. It's Lord JM for that turtle, and Onic, they have a whole lot of siege potential.
Oh,
Super
grabe.
Ken, their awkward positioning though will be
Tindi.
traded for Keyboy.
Still
Super
value
Ken.
for Onic.
It is value. Super Ken and Keyboy. Super Ken dead. Keyboy as a roamer as well will be taken down. So that is still valuable for Onic, and even more valuable as they get their hands on the tier 1 turret up in the mid lane.
Yeah, luckily for
Maganda
BTR,
sa
they
Onic,
had
hindi
that
sila na,
slow push
ano,
building up in the bottom lane, so they did get a trade
sila
of
nasisindak,
some sorts, though.
compose pa rin
It's a
sila.
mid tier 1 for a bottom tier 1, still in favor of Onic, but the gold lead, slowly but surely, that 2,000 in the 4th minute for BTR is going back to Onic. They've been able to just maneuver around these neutral objectives so well and play with the resource advantage so well to sustain from
Papasok
the
kaya
Onyx
Aura.
side
Kuya,
using
Clark
another
Anthony,
route.
par,
Aura
wag ka
remains the most picked
mag-spam.
hero by Keyboy with 8 picks and holds a
Isang chat lang, boss.
62.50% win rate throughout MPLID Season 13.
That's a
Hindi
very
ko pa
high
alam,
win
di ko
rate,
pa
especially
masasagot
for
sa
someone of Keyboy's
MPL Indo
caliber.
eh.
Of course,
Pero
always
feeling
on
ko,
the move
Bigetron
on
isa.
with the Arlet. And so far, Sans with the Fireman's as well has been very solid. providing
Pinoy
an
ba si
extra layer of
Moreno?
backup
Hindi, Moreno lang
for the
pangalan
players of
niya.
Onic if Bigetron
Moreno.
does engage the Netherrealm if needs be. Will always be that, you know, escape
Moreno
from
lang
shield
pangalan niya.
for Onic. But Bigetron with Eman, I think, up as the edge of the
Bakit
spear.
walang laro sa
will be
MPLPH
the
ngayon?
one
Siguro
to
kasi
really do damage
Holy
later
Week,
on, and
no?
it will be very, very hasty for them.
I think for Bigetron, they need to utilize their advantage that they have in the side lanes. They need to try to get more pressure, slow push around. They have Lord JM, a very good split pusher. And also, for BTR, it's technically a bit harder when they want to go for these team fights.
Mapasok
They
kaya
need to be
playoff
the
sa
ones
RRQ.
layering
Ang hirap
their
sabihin
CC,
eh.
layering their damage,
Pero
and
feeling
layering
ko,
their
oo.
initiations. Onic, if it's an all-out fight,
Feeling
they
ko,
have another round. They have
pinakamababa.
so
Ganun.
much with the penalty zone as well.
Uy.
Hold up.
See, let's be here.
Oh
We're
my
the recipient
God.
of that. I'm offended. Couple of
Kate.
shurikens as well. Oh,
Ayun, nakas Makate.
Final slash. Will
Baka
not be committed just yet though.
Sarap
From
mag-carry
Onyx
eh, no?
side,
Yung
they will
ganyang
take their
build.
time as
Makunat.
GM here already
Pero may
managing the farming
damage,
that
bad
will be
trip.
very beneficial for Bigetron.
Bottom side is pushing, and no spells blown whatsoever, so this could still be a full-on resource fight as Key is collapsing. focused on, that he's going to be fine. That's Slack though.
Yeah, good penalty on Flicker as well. And they will find the trigger. Come on now, receiving damage. Eternal Guard just to buy time. Netherrealm trigger. Lord JM with the flanking
Oh my God!
will look for a member.
Uy, wala siyang matarget! Wala siyang matarget!
The angle just yet. Again,
Si JM, walang matarget!
But Onic, they will be happy. They will be
Yun na sana yung gusto niya, pero wala nangyari.
Another great pick there from Onic. Played their cards so well, knowing again they just need to go in, find one when that happens. They need to try to risk it here. BTR 4v5, B-Boy.
Oh, good final slash. No commitments. Just
They get the Lord.
will be free for Onic.
Now, a question could be asked that in that fight, Lord JM was just, flanking from behind. He had to run away because of the members targeting him.
Totoo ba? No import sa MSC? Totoo ba?
Push the bottom lane. I think that could be much better
Yeah.
in that scenario.
True ba yan?
He could. I think he could have gone for the turret, but I think the call for BTR was to fight it out. They thought they would be able to fight it out, and it did look very promising until Onic corralled around CW again. So I would just have to give props to Onic there.
Ayun lang, kung
Great
totoo
force
yan.
error by them as they
Ito,
pushed the tempo.
personal
When
opinion
BTR
ko lang
were trying
kung
to play the
totoo
macro
man
game
yan,
split push,
parang for
Onic
me,
are decisive. That's what you need to do.
Parang
That's what
for me,
you
di ako
need to
pabor.
have that
Parang-
decisive mentality when an enemy has the macro advantage over you.
Nag-evolve
Push
na
on the
kasi,
tempo, try
parang
to look
it's
for a
not
fight
about
with
the
man
country na,
advantage,
it's about
and that
the
they were
team
able
na
to do. 2 times, Keyboy was able to get the final slash on Key, and so
It's about
now we
the
just have to
MPL
really talk
region
about
na,
Key.
hindi na
He
siya
needs
sa
to position
country.
himself better.
About
Sure, he is
MPL
the
region na
frontliner,
yung labanan
he is the
eh.
one that needs to open up the map. But he's
Tsaka
to be more
nag-evolve
careful
na eh,
when
so
there
parang
is someone like the
tanggap
Paquito
na rin ng
down
lahat
below
eh, na may mga
already doing
import.
work. Like you said, they could have gone for that split push, so there is no rush for BTR. They could have taken it slow.
Slow could be the name of the game, but all things considered, I think Lord JM was at least putting pressure on that
Kung
bottom lane.
nakakuha
Onic
si JM ng isa dun sa flank, malamang nabaliktad
be
tong
the
laban.
victims
Galing
of
ng
what
Onic,
Cars
hindi
did last
champion
week
eh.
to them. But at least Onic now has been able to slow down all the lead, and the Bigetron looking to
Oo,
collapse
matagal
on
pa yun.
something
Tsaka
I think will
hintayin nyo na lang yung
happen.
announcement,
Thankfully,
guys.
Lupi was
Feeling ko
able to
hindi
beat that
mangyayari
speed.
yun. Feeling ko lang, ha.
Flickers out to
Eh,
safety.
tsaka maraming player ang feeling kong
Same
hindi
with
pa
the items
kaya.
though now. It is still Iman who is in the
Nabawal
lead. Got that
import.
Thunderdome,
Feeling ko
and
maraming
now already
player
with
ang
the 3 out of
ma-
power spike Croatian,
mababad
Golden Staff, and the VHS. Same goes for CW though. Even though he's behind the goal.
Oh my god, penalty zone on towards still. Good knock up there by Moreno. But yeah, no commitments more there. 5v5 remains.
Yeah, nothing to fight for. So back to the point, CW, yeah, he does damage. To put it simply, he does a whole lot of damage already now, and he's building towards a BOD. So when that happens, even these frontliners
Feeling ko
will be
mangyayari
melting down.
pag
It's Heptasis
walang
plus
ganun,
Melted Roar, so a whole lot of penetration.
sisindakin ng mga Pinoy yung iba. Kasi kumbaga, sa mundo ng MLBB, Pinoy yung top dog eh. Parang tayo yung villains ngayon
Look at
eh.
this time! Punished with the heavy spin committed.
Ito
It's a
opinion ko lang to
5v4,
feeling ko
25
kasi,
seconds to the next Lord. Oh, that might be
kung
a
mangyari
mistake
man
there.
yun, no import,
Netherrealm.
kung sino man yung Pinoy team sa nandun, sisindakin nila lahat yun.
I don't know. He's probably unaware.
Kasi ano eh, at para sa MLBB esports, Pinoy ang villains ngayon worldwide. Kasi lagi tayong champion eh.
If you take a look at
So ang treatment nila sa
take a
atin,
look at it
villains,
retrospectively, I think
heal,
Onic,
kumbaga sa
their engagement has
wrestling.
been on point. The final slash followed up with
So
the
siguro may
penalty
ganong
zone.
mangyaring
It has
factor.
proven to always be able to catch the players of Bigetron in those engage tools, and if they can keep up with
Feeling
this,
ko di
it could be
mangyari.
very, very crazy for Onic. But oh, here they come.
Committing again. Final slash
Sakit ng
is
carry,
on
di
towards
pa
the Lord,
namamatay
though,
oh.
of that Eternal Guard.
Yeah.
Grabe.
They spent a whole lot of resources, man. Super Ken
Ang dami kasi
now
panghuli kay
has
Chewy,
the
kaya
heavy
di rin
spin.
siya mapwesto.
No, I'm offended. Moreno, no Eternal Guard. And Iman, also no ult. Still slow push in the bottom lane, though, for BTR. They have this advantage. So BTR, again, in no rush. It's Onyx's turn to be decisive, to look for these team fights. BTR can play the long game with the macro advantage, with the wave manipulation advantage that they have. Mid lane as well. Lord Jam is being
Sakit
sent
niyan,
out
men,
to
yung
do a
ano,
whole lot of things.
Clint,
Creating
papapang.
slow pushes in the
Pero
bottom lane,
nakita ko
clearing
ng
out the
Clint,
mid
ang
lane
build,
shot
tank
by
build
Onic
din eh.
as well.
Hirap,
But for
ang hirap
BTR,
lanean eh.
they need to always remember that they have to be the ones holding the Lord. If Onic somehow hold the Lord and force a 5v4, it could
The Indonesian
be disastrous
Shuriken.
for them.
Bigetron, they do
Yung ba
have
tawag kay Yeman?
higher bargaining power in terms of the prio that they have. The side lanes are pushing. Lord JM tasked to always harness the waves that are pushing slowly towards the base.
Yeah,
and Onic
going for
has
it.
to respond.
They have to.
Yeah, they have to respond to this. Lord JM always, again, trying to be a pest in the side lanes. And Onic, they either gamble this Lord or they concede some sort of split push again in the hands of Lord JM.
Yeah, amazing force error here. And this has actually created a little bit of a window where they can initiate. Cleanse bottom.
Oh my god.
Wait, flicker out.
Forced to use the flicker. Kyrie jumps in to provide vision as well. Flicker penalty zone. Finding
Ganda ng uli! Ang ganda ng Nether Realm.
Moreno first to fall alongside Super
Pero
Cam.
na-outplay si...
Will
Oh my God, na-outplay!
And Keyboy as well. It's a 2 for 2.
It's an outplay, Bobby!
Again, a stalemate in which they are able to trade it back 2v2,
Lamang
but
outplay.
Sans getting caught up.
The
Wow, 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 wow!
Oh my god, Sans! Gila Sans! With the timing on the winter truncheon.
Grabe si
And Iman will not
Iman.
be able to secure that kill.
Yeah, it clears out the mid lane though, and Onic are still going for this. BTR can actually retaliate. They can actually look for a fight here. Onic don't have the resources, and Sans doesn't even have the Netherrealm.
Lugi ata, Onic.
Oh no!
Oh my glove! Oh my glove!
JM!
Chebe! Chebe! Okay!
CW will find the
Hindi siya
shutdown and
ginawa
the
ni JM
double.
eh, no?
Wow!
Kasi baka may Nether
CW
Realm.
going immensely.
May
still
realm, may
chasing
realm,
down
may
Lord
realm.
JM. He has to run away,
Wow.
but still,
Sakit to.
CW at least
Sakit ni Chewe.
closes the wound that could have spread
Gumagano
even
eh.
bigger for Onic. But still, they lose the Lord. They lose that fight. But Eman and Key has to go down in that process.
What a high-level game, man! So happy to see this in MPLID. BTR versus Onic in game number 2, 17 minutes in. The Lord taken by Lord JM. The
Buti na lang
knockout to the
nakapatay si
Lord.
Chewe.
And we have to take a look at the items again. That win in
Okay,
nature
go,
fight, but
Onic.
unfortunately for Iman, he did not tap it. I think he wasn't sure that CW would go for the chase. I think he thought that Onic would actually just disengage, and Supercan needs to be careful here. They did get the Lord, but they have no members to escort it. So it will be Onic who actually get the advantage on the Lord. It will be a bad Lord advantage for BTR. Still though, the fact that they were able to get it stops Onic from sieging down their base even more. So BTR
Okay lang ba yung audio
can
natin,
still look
guys?
for the advantage that they had earlier, which
Yung
is
audio
that
ng
wave
caster tsaka
push,
audio
the
ko, okay lang
macro,
ba?
with Lord JM pushing in the side lanes.
Onic slowly getting their grip on this game, able to neutralize the threat of that Lord, and now the gold lead
Okay sa
even
alright.
swings in their favor. The side lanes though still a
Like the
problem to
Chewe.
be addressed. They have to send either CW or Ludpi maybe to deal with it, and when that happens, that is when Bigetron will collapse in a 4v5, but he again.
Wala natin konti caster daw. Konti lang.
But will disengage calmly. Meanwhile, Lord JM bottom side will be Cars 2.0, harassing that far lane, abusing that Terizla pick that will not help Onic.
Feeling ko game 3.
Oh no, they got
Patay.
catch! Oh my lord!
my God.
Kyrie! That was a good
True damage
response
yan.
there by Bigetron.
The built-up frustration of that bottom wave. You can see the desperation even from Lutpi because it was still the Lord buff minion.
Feeling ko sa buhok.
It was going to get taken down. He had to throw in that penalty zone. And Kyrie was left alone. These
Wala,
forced
30
errors
seconds,
constantly
wala
by
si ano.
BTR, and now they are seeking
Hi!
reaping advantages now for that kill onto Kyrie. Turret in the mid lane, tier 2, taken away, 19 minutes.
That kill was uncalled for, but still they were able
Manjean,
to
Hart.
at least get that. And a Lord
Jonathan?
JM on the side lanes. This could be
Jonathan Leandi na
needle
naman!
in the haystack. And Onic, they have to be able to always respond to this. Bigetron, they always, have the ability to see through that. When the side lanes get pushing, when Lord JM is doing his own thing, they're able to get an angle to jump into the players of Onic, and that is where, uproar happens, pandemonium in the team fights. So they have to be able to at least calm this down. And
Abangan mo,
swings,
Uncle Joe.
slightly to Bigetron.
Yun naman sabi ko, abangan mo. Patay si JM. Doon nakapitas ang Onic.
Kill again while the Lord is
Parang
up.
di maganda laro
he
ni
canceled that recall, man, and
JM dito
He
sa
will be
game na to.
punished
Feeling
for
ko
it.
Punishment indeed.
Malas ba yun? Oo nga, natalo tayo ng game
Getting
ko
home
nung
to
nagpalit yung
base,
hero eh.
But now Supercan, he will try
Oh
to
my
disrupt
God.
this Lord.
Ilalaban nila to.
Oh,
Uy, ang ganda ng transyon. Ganda ng transyon.
Just to
Gila.
buy
Oh!
more time and
Gila
resources.
Sans!
There
Kung
was
ano naman
that
tawag nila kay Sans.
Gila again.
Ayun.
denying that pull.
Gila Sans.
The Lord is low. Kyrie, his
Ay!
hands is in this.
Oh my God, Super Ken!
Who will the
Oh!
runner will be Kyrie, and they will collapse. Final slash contested. Super Ken loses his mortality and will lose his life as well. He
Grabe
will
yung
be
crunch
down
ni
for
Sans.
50. What an incredible,
Ako gusto ko game 3 kasi matagal yung ano nito eh.
Team fights.
Matagal yung break.
Mechanical
Kanina yung
duels
break
we
2
saw
hours.
there,
Putik
man.
na yan.
The winter truncheon from Gila Sans. Right as the I'm Offended gets used up. Now Iman selling the boots, getting the Melfic roar.
Galing ni Sans.
Now it
pre.
spells trouble for BTR.
Siya ang MVP ko
Had
dito.
the advantage for such a long time, and finally Onic read through the pattern, read through the waves to catch Lord JM. Now with the Lord in the bottom
Ano ba
lane,
yung gilak?
Onic can
Gilak
take
ba
their
yun?
time building out
Ano
these waves. They
yung
can
gilak?
build up massive waves in the bottom, but they're actually trying to just shove it. So they want to look for as many turrets outer as possible before they go for this base turret. They know that with
Pogi
the
po
evolved
ba si
Lord, they will
Sans?
surely crack
Tanong
one
mo
base
kay
turret
Yin.
open.
What a game it has
Si
been.
Eva makakasagot
It
nun
has
eh.
been a feast for our very eyes. As
Ah,
Onic now
crazy
look to
Sans.
crush this Lord to the base. Bigetron, they have to defend this. Still,
So pag sa
all the
Tagalog,
things that they have.
Sans baliw.
Onic, they won't stop now. But they,
Dapat yung
I don't
caster
think
sa
they can
Tagalog
yet.
ang tawag sa
Not
kanya,
now,
Sans
but
baliw!
maybe The
Ganun.
moment happens. That is where they can pounce. The tier 1 turret. Oh, what a jump!
Oh my God.
On towards Doom.
Nagbabaliwan!
Damage
Kumbaga!
though, actually
What?
will
Uy.
shut CW
Patay si
down.
Cherry.
And
Ala,
on
ala, ala,
running
ala!
for the hill.
Oh!
They smell
Uy,
blood.
na-verify!
They smell blood.
Ay,
Moreno
Diyos ko, Lord!
finds the
Grabe,
mark.
chulo!
Onic, though, will
Oh!
have numbers to buy time.
Naku
Lupi
po,
will
mega
lose his
ka-burn.
mortality, but
Patay si
surely he will
Lupi.
fall in the hands of Eman.
Subukang
Sans now, again,
ulihin si Lupi.
trying to find a mark.
Aray ko
Flicker
po.
is there, and he will survive.
Napatagal
Bigetron
pa yung
holds the
laro.
line as Sans. He doesn't give a damn about what Bigetron has done to Onic.
Si
He's
Gilak
still in
Sans.
this, and he's still confident that Onic will be able to win this.
Sans
So,
baliw, yun yun. Sa Tagalog, Sans
for
baliw.
Onic.
Pero
They got
positive
two
yun, ha?
Base
Kumbaga,
turrets, the two base
nagkabaliwan!
turrets in the side lane, the most valuable base turret
Nabaliw
now
na si
with super
Sans.
minions pushing in these lanes. BTR will struggle to use their advantage. That's why they're going for the desperate move. They might just be going for the
Hala.
Oh no.
Ano to?
Can they clear?
Ay!
Keyboy caught in the heavy spin. The damage though.
Grabe.
Oh,
Keyboy.
Keyboy will lose his immortality. Now the
Bayan,
mid side is
Zen.
very vulnerable. Keyboy will fall.
Chewe, buhay. Bakol.
Now,
Ako'y
Bigetron
bakol.
will
CW.
be greedy as he
Kita mo yung mga
will
moves?
keep his immortality intact.
Oh, what a strange
Babaril eh.
chain of events. An insane one at that. Keyboy had to fall down in that siege. But thankfully, CW was up in time to really just put up. keep up
Walang,
with the players
feeling
of
ko yung
Bigetron
gilak,
and dish out the damage needed for them
yung
to
gilak
scamper
na
away from the
word,
base.
ano
In
yun,
other
yung crazy,
circumstance, I
yun
would
yung
say
literal
that
na
actually
meaning.
going for the turret
Pero
would
iba
have
pa
been
yung
more valuable, but
deeper
look at the
meaning
timer
nung
for the
gilak.
Lord.
Parang
It's up already and
magulo
Keyboy's
ka
death
or
timer still
ganon.
30 seconds away. So BTR,
Dito kasi
because
pag
they
sinabing
focused
na
down
value,
Keyboy,
negative
now
yung
they've staggered these
connotation
death
eh.
timers, and they can actually look for the tempo around the Lord.
Pero as
They can play
positive
around
yun.
it with Lord JM and up top, clearing it out already.
Kumbaga pag sinabi mo nagkabaliwan, yun, gano'n.
Down
Pwede
and
yun.
around triggered early. And oh, penalty zone here.
Putik, gilak naman pala kasi surname eh.
He will lose his immortality though.
Ayan na.
Yeah,
The Lord.
here, 8,000
Sinawala,
HP.
Lord!
Oh, Kyrie is in that moment.
Super
Super Ken will find the retribution.
Patay si JM.
Still.
Gilak Sans! Gilak
Open
Sans!
ending for both teams. They're able to trade
Grabe,
everything.
ang tindi ng
The
laban.
resources, the kills, the objectives.
Tindi ng laban,
Still
par.
with Bigetron though, they get the Lord and now the gold is in their favor.
Feeling ko sa exact
Well
Tagalog,
played, slow. What Onic did
Pagtatawagin
earlier,
natin si
slow
Sans.
building up the waves.
Kung pure
Lord JM will be
Tagalog,
out for a while though, so
Gilas
Despite them getting the Lord,
Sans.
if they-
Mas
Let's see where the Lord
malapit
spawns
yung
first.
deeper
Bottom lane.
meaning niya
That's
dun sa
actually
Gilak.
really, really good
Pero pwede
for
naman natin
BTR
i-push
because
Gilak Sans. So.
Onic has just pushed
Oh,
that lane
parang
earlier.
lunatic
This will give a
fringe,
bit of
yan.
time for Lord JM
Tama,
to
tama.
spawn,
Tama
but
ka, Ram, tama
now
yun.
Onic are already
Or
surrounding
Psycho
the
Sans.
Lord, going
Pero
for it.
Sans baliw
This
na
Lord
lang,
ain't
mas
gonna
madaling
do much for
sabihin.
BTR, unfortunately, because Lord JM is down. They cannot utilize it, and it'll be cleared out easily by Onic. It's back to an Onic siege,
Oh,
not
basta
a
gusto ko
BTR
game 3.
siege.
What a crazy turn of events.
Buhay na si JM.
Now, the last base direct from the
Ang
side
lakas
of
ni Sans
Bigetron
dito, pre.
will fall, as it will be just another reset. 25 minutes on the clock. Gold, irrelevant, it's all just
Kanina pa yan kung hindi lang namatay si Lord JM, sabi ni Dota
Eradicate all
God.
the turrets that is keeping Bigetron alive, defending that crystal. from finally shattering.
Insans, yun na lang yung pangalan ni
Now choosing
Sans.
to play it slow, regrouping, resetting.
Dahil
And
dyan,
these
Delmar! Shoutout
side
sa'yo!
are all pushing in favor of Onic. Lord JM though, you know, they always have Lord
Panoorin
JM, they
natin
always
ang
have
instant replay.
the carry that could always respond. And now, the replay presented by Samsung Galaxy.
May napitas eh, si
that
JM
final
yung
fight.
napitas.
Good idea
Di
by
maganda
Lord
laro ni
right?
JM
Trying to
dito para
zone
sa
as
akin.
far as possible, but also he is very, very squishy. He's
Feeling
not
ko
a full
tataglapo na
tank.
lang sila dito.
Paquito actually has a lot of damage in his kit. More damage than defense. He only has an Oracle, so I would say a bit of overextension there from
Sans
Lord
Rival,
JM.
Corina
Still though,
Sans.
they were able to get the Lord Moreno.
Ayun yung
Actually
Sans
terrified
Goku.
Kyrie in that fight after Kyrie used the Mortal Coil, and that's how Ken was able to get 100 to 0.
Kuya Kyrie, par, wag
in
ka
the
mag-spam.
department. Just as long as he was on point, he would have gotten it. Leads here with a 1,000 gold lead, but hey, in the 26th minute of the game, the gold lead is irrelevant. There are only item swaps there for, you know, a few of these members. Instant conceal into bottom lane. JM's got to be careful. Keys there too.
Uy, wala namang ganyanan, MV. Wala namang ganyanan.
Flicker committed there by King. Also, that final slash.
Sans
Yeah, Onic and Bigetron are just hovering around again, looking for a possible angle here. Have to engage on.
They missed that engage. Initial
Parang nagalit
HP.
yung Onic, no?
A lot of
Sabi nila,
resources
lose,
blown,
na din lose
but
streak kasi tayo.
At least in the side of Bigetron, they don't have the
Si Manas.
spells that they need. And Lord JM and he, in that regard,
Uy, yun
so far,
nag-conceal. Nag-smoke,
of course,
nag-smoke.
Lord
Nag-smoke.
has been spawned. This will be the priority for both
Walang smoke,
teams.
walang smoke,
To try
walang
to
smoke.
snatch, to try to get their hands on this Lord. To look for the end, but oh, here they go towards Key.
Ay, lugi yung ano dito. BDR, hindi maganda pwesto. Ay, hindi maganda talaga.
Mortality first now. Amon.
Oh!
We're back up. Lutpi, another round triggered as well.
Realm.
And Super Ken now falls back as well as King.
Oh my
No
God.
casualties on
Grabe yung
that.
laban na to.
But they faded out these big resources. Super Ken still has the heavy spin. No Netherrealm, a window of opportunity. But
Thunder
that's why
Point.
Onic can take these risks. They can go
Grabe
in
kayo
like that
mag-wordplay,
and
ah.
reset all together
Uy.
because they have the waves in their favor.
Okay, si
Super
Ken.
Ken!
All alone.
Walang
Heavy
ano,
spin.
ikot. Di preload, preload. Preload yan, par.
That's huge resource.
Reload
Alright,
yan.
They might commit and pull the trigger on the Lord.
They will commit, of course. Super Ken, taken down to half HP, still has the immortality though. But the retribution
Alam nila
battle
nasan si
will be
JM.
very crucial in winning or losing
Nasa bot
this
si
game.
JM,
This
par.
team fight that is going to be very important. Keyboy misses the final slash.
Oh my
sadly,
God.
and Keys jumped upon. Thankfully though, the Lord is still in
Ayun
the
na.
hands of Onic.
Ay,
They
nagbabagyo,
will for sure
babagyo.
secure the Super Ken zone now.
Babagyo! Babagyo to! Napanood ko na to, nanood ko ng stream ko eh. Eman.
Spots that out.
Lord.
Oh my god.
Oh my God, patay si Chewe! What?
Triangle and will be punished
Oh my
by
God.
Bigetron.
Patay!
Gets the retry. And now focus on Kyrie. He will be taken out as Amon now.
Patay si
Oh,
Eman.
Will be stunned
Ayun
up.
lang.
He stopped.
Reinforcements will come as Bigetron.
Hindi, buti
They
na lang
will
nakuha ni
move
Kai.
onwards.
Yun
So
lang.
JM, Amon, Moreno, and Super Ken, all five will take care of this Lord.
Lamang-lamang ano
What an
dyan.
insane turnaround. Sun's not yet,
Lamang
not
ulit
yet.
dyan.
Oh my goodness, look me, what the
Patay
heck?
si Eman.
Out of nowhere with the
Joke
penalty zone.
lang.
Point slash as
Patay si
well.
Eman.
There's a lot of engagement.
Ayun
Resources
lang.
will take Amon down.
Bechin,
Moreno
masyadong
buying time
bumechin.
with the winner Truncheon and Immortality bot.
Moreno.
But it is all for naught as
GG.
Lupi will be able
2-0,
to
boss.
secure the kill. Throw in the towels, Bigetron Alpha.
Oo,
It is
2-0. Imposible yan.
all over.
Imposible
That
yan, par.
sentence eschewed by the Sky Kings. The Red Robots could finally be damaged. This will
Imposible
be
yan,
the
men.
final
Pag yan
blow.
nabaliktad
Lord
pa,
JM
imposible
and
yan.
Super Ken trying to do the
Gilak
impossible.
Sans.
Lord JM now has Immortality, buying enough time. Will it be
Oh
though?
my God!
As minions.
Sans?
Ala, grabe si Sans.
Just
Ang lupit
oh
mong
my
Sans.
goodness. What? Tad move there.
Tinangkin niya yung
Lord JM
ano.
taken out and again.
Ang galing mo.
It is all over. Onic, clean sweeping.
The
Bigetron
ankle
Alpha.
slam!
What
The angle!
a
Angle lang
game
pala!
that was. The Sky
Galing ni
Kings
Sans, man.
finally, slowly ascending,
Inaangkin
rebuilding
lang
that
eh.
Sky Throne that was once theirs.
Grabe ka,
Still a
Sans!
long journey to fight back to,
Inaangkin
but
lang!
they're getting there slowly.
What an
Grabe,
incredible
gilak,
match
Sans.
ended
Nagkabaliwan.
with Onic taking the fight 3v4 around
Feeling
the
ko dapat
Lord.
sumama si JM
Bigetron
doon.
Alpha against
Feeling
the
ko lang,
damage
feeling ko
reduction
lang.
of the Lord. With
Wala ko
all
lang
item
naman.
cells that they could possibly go for,
Nahihirap din sila.
will lose out.
Mahusay talaga si Sans, par.
Gila Sans is real, and he is back with another solid performance. Sans, what an absolute beast.
Grabe si Sans,
A
no?
ridiculous monster.
We talk about how the robots are Bigetron, but Sans himself is almost like
Galing.
a robot. He's a Terminator.
That was a game.
Saimahu!
That was just game 2. Oh
Panoorin ba
my
natin
lord.
interview? Panoorin natin interview.
God,
What a game that was.
I'm getting chills.
Lalabas pa
They played
si
the macro
Clara.
really well, actually. Like Bigetron, they actually forced out this mid lane through Iman. They caused Onic to
Ina-angle
stutter,
lock eh,
but
the
in
angle
that
lock, it's the
last
angle
moment,
lock.
The retry was what saved it. Kyrie got the retry. If the retry was won by Super Ken, it's done.
sinangkel
It's
lang
over.
eh, no?
It was a
Sinasangkel
matter
lang eh.
of the retry with the Lord spawning for Onic instead of BTR that saved the day, and the Lord
It's the
acted
angle
as the
lock,
final
angle lock,
member
sinangkel lang
or
eh.
an extra member to the Onic 3-man or 3 members that was
Nabaliw si
left
Sans eh.
alive.
Gilak Sans kasi.
It all came down to that one retry. And we have a few words for Kyrie as well.
Mainit kasi si Sans. Pwedeng
I
tawagin
was looking for
sunscreen.
the end, and yeah, a lot of things happening.
Mahusay talaga si Sans, boy.
Bude,
Para sa akin, isa sa
Monster,
mga best
help us
mid-
summarize it.
One of the
The
best
winner's
mid
interview
laners
later
right now,
on.
for sure.
Upstage.
For
with
sure.
Onic.
Nasa top 5 na mid laner ko ngayon yan eh.
Kemenangan dari tim Onic.
Ang ganda ng jacket ng Onic talaga. Tsaka ng...
Setelah 3 kali beruntun gak bisa
Ganda.
ngedapetin kemenangan, tapi kali ini mereka berhasil mengalahkan tim
Oh,
yang berada di pucuk Onic.
Laban tayo dyan, Gim.
Ini match kalian comeback stronger setelah 3 match yang cukup struggling. Boy, mic-nya di mana, Boy?
MB
Dan
wala.
yang dibawa oleh Coach Yep.
Saya mau jawab sih kalau itu.
Oh, gitu. Oh, ya, gimana, Boy?
Balik tayo mamaya sa ano ha.
Berhubungan kan
Babalik
dengan
tayo mamaya
mengetahui
for
yang diberikan
RRQ
oleh
and Alter
Coach Yep,
Ego.
Dan akhirnya hari ini sudah bisa dipraktekkankah oleh Onic?
Ada sih itu alasan dia doang.
Gitu ya. Harusnya kamu kalau mau lempar ke Coach Yep, kalau bisa ke sini ya. Tapi gimana perjalanan kalian akhirnya sekarang kalian tuh bener-bener udah nunjukin diri kah melawan tim Bigetron di match hari ini? Capek kalah kah?
Lumayan sih. Puasa interview lah.
Wala ako naintindihan kasi Indonesian eh.
Enak interview atau enak gak interview?
Coba tanya Lutfi.
Pero alam mo, tatanungin ako, contender pa rin yung Onic
Nanti
eh.
dong.
Contender pa rin.
Cewek dulu dong.
Hindi naman sila humina eh, sa totoo lang ha. Lumakas lang talaga din yung mga kalaban nila.
Ada banyak, we. Menarik banget ini karena
Ganun pa rin
semuanya
laro
pasti
nila eh.
penasaran. Biasanya menang. Ini untuk kali pertama dalam sejarah beruntun 3 kali. Situasi dari tim kalian bagaimana?
Okay guys, after this,
Ya kita,
babalik tayo later
kita banyak kalah kan. Ya kita
for RRQ versus Alter Ego. Panoorin natin yung RRQ.
ada menang ada.
Nandun si Irad at
Kebetulan kemarin kita
feeling ko papalaruin nila yung mga old players nila. Si Vin at si Lemon. Kasi ba't nila in-announce,
saja,
diba?
Tapi kalau udah ada kekalahan, biasanya tim mulai goyang dan
Diba?
dia baik-baik saja. Tim kalian baik-baik aja nggak?
Kelihatannya sih baik-baik aja ya.
Pero
Baik-baik
kung
aja
tatanungin
dong.
nyo ako, Onic contender pa rin to.
Jangan takut, jangan
Pang-finalsan pa rin ang laro
ini.
nila.
Dan di pojokan sana udah rame ya. Dan kalau dari Lutfi deh, oke, cewek.
So
sekarang kita
mamaya
Lutfi ya.
kain lang kayo.
Semuanya langsung pada tersenyum Lutfi.
Mga 30 minutes plus yan kasi 2-0 eh. So, anong oras pa lang sa kanila?
Gimana main di
Mag-8 pa lang sa
MPL?
kanila eh.
Gak jauh beda sih sama main di MPL.
Tapi
So,
ini kan udah
RRQ
lama
versus
banget ya.
Alter
Captain
Ego.
Boots dari season ke-7.
Feeling
Ya
ko
aja,
RRQ.
Gantinya dia main terus,
Feeling
mau
ko.
sakit mau apa main mulu. Kali ini kamu gimana?
Gilak
sih
Sans
prosesnya
kasi.
sampai akhirnya kamu bisa mendapatkan satu slot dan menggantikan
Ginilak
Captain
Sans
Boots.
eh. Ano daw?
Gimana tuh gimana?
Boots udah tua.
Wala, hindi ko naintindihan guys. Sorry, hindi kasi tayo ano.
Ampun.
Pero parang pinagtitripan nata
Saatnya
nila
anak
si
muda
Boots.
Ya, dikasih kesempatan, semuanya langsung heboh nih. Dan bagaimana kamu menggantikan yang sudah tua itu, bermain bersama yang kita
Kamukha ba
bisa
ni
bilang
Oheb?
Berseason-season.
Press
Lengkap
1 kung kamukha ni
terkuat
Oheb,
dari
press
Onic.
2 pag hindi.
Bersama mereka.
Yang pasti seneng sih bisa main sama mereka ini.
Onic na pala si
Tiap
Oheb.
season juara.
Ang lala nyo!
Culture shock nggak ada sesuatu
Napakalala
yang
nyo lahat!
sang juara-juara ini mainnya misalnya ternyata kamu nggak tahu
Okay,
sebelumnya
guys.
dan akhirnya kamu tahu setelah masuk ke dalam tim ini.
Okay guys, wag na natin patagalin.
Mungkin
Babalik
latihannya
tayo,
atau cara
okay?
mereka berkomunikasi
Alright.
atau apa.
Ya mungkin itu sih dari gerakannya beda sih.
Wag na natin panoorin yung highlights, guys. Okay. So guys, wag na natin patagalin. Babalik tayo. Kain lang kayo. Mag-dinner na kayo. Ito si Kiel2. Kung may Kiel1, may Kiel2. At ayun si Kiel2. Okay. Alright. So, alala nyo ha. Okay. Babalik tayo. Kain lang tayo. Manunod tayo ng RRQ and Alter Ego. Go, go, go. Huwag kayong aalis. Papalitan ko lang, magre-restream tayo, magpapalit ako ng thumbnail, kain lang tayo, ayan, kain muna kayo, dyan lang kayo, alam kong nandyan lang kayo kasi, alam kong nandyan lang kayo, no? So, huwag kayong alis, kain lang kayo, see you later, boys, see you later.